You know what's funny is I was listening to the video game remixes version of that song earlier this week.
It was excellent.
My only issue with your spell, Nate, no DC.
It's true.
Spell save DC 0. It's automatic success.
Oh, it was supposed to be built off of socket strength, but I guess it didn't.
No DC.
Calculate
Spell
properly.
DC 0. I am free. I can run.
Oh.
That's it. I'm sending the mole man.
No.
I'll get his ankles.
Not my
Bitcoin
internet.
assassin, you're up.
It's just impossible.
He's in his mobility scooter. He's on his way.
Last time on Stranalis.
Wait, what? We're playing. I don't have a Stranalis character.
That's right. Last time on Torsilna. Don't worry, I'll keep
Yeah,
talking.
what happened last time on Stranalis?
Last time on Stranalis,
At this
if
point
City
in
and Queen
the
escaped,
Stranalis
the
campaign-
party retired.
Yeah, some people are being born right about now.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, this is only like partway through the Stranalis campaign.
Yeah,
What's
we're
happening
like
over there right
2
now?
months in. That's like basically when you got the zone weapon.
Yeah, pretty much. So, last time on Torsilna, the party had finally arrived at Redstone, being able to relax knowing that Judifa is dead, never to be seen again. Bitch be dead. They had spent a number of days looking at the wonderful gem puzzle box, getting goodies from it. Luke and Rosie are at the 4th and final, have completed it. So anyone else is up for grabs on the wonderful gem puzzle box. Yes, I swear Judith is not alive. You definitely didn't.
I mean,
char
I'm on
her
the lost
corpse.
tier. I just couldn't do it.
That's right.
And Jesse's not here to give me bardic inspiration now.
You know what? Since they're eaten by the void, they're still eaten by the void. Too bad. Roll for it anyway. Ah! You could still get it on double max, so. Just a cock and ball torture you somewhere.
Suddenly feel like not attempting until Jesse's.
I mean, with investigates, I'm pretty sure Zero can actually fucking nail it.
Maybe.
But they had gotten quite a few goodies, potions and more. Able to use their daggers as well. Looking through Red Side and getting a few bit more pieces of information as well as other jobs to delegate to themselves, as well as having a full month under their belt. Some people still training a few of their skills and making sure that everything's okay. They decided to take an extra job, especially since they had to buy a jank wagon to leave Gondor to go to Red Side. But nonetheless, they still had the bike for filling up on one of the other seats. With that, they were able to travel towards Paystall, mostly to check the coast on the request of Red Side to make sure that everything was okay and that there was nothing going on at the old galleon that had been broken and sunk. Knowing that there was some light and some concern, they had managed to find the said location on the beach. At that point of investigating it and making sure that all was well, very quickly found out that all was not well, as some of the bushes started to follow them. They also heard an anonymous voice starting to chuckle, laugh, and taunt them. It was at that point that the strange little demonic-looking pixie, almost mistakenly looking like an imp, but still pixie nonetheless, surprisingly, was questioning why you were here, trying to say that all was well, and then quickly realizing that they were trying to reach for a whistle. Thankfully, the whistle was acquiesced from her, as she was restrained by Socket in his angry little grasps. At that point, the crabs were furious as she was squeezed a little too hard and popped. At that point, the crabs decided to take matters into their own grubby claws and try to start jabbing, stabbing, stinging, puffing out and exploding poisonous coral, catching fire, surprisingly, though they were crabs at the sea, they were still quite flammable. And then the trees that were attacking were actually fire immune and setting people on fire over in the corner. It's at that point that Wembley was furious, as the Fae being the Fae made no fucking sense at all. But thankfully, they were able to finally just straight out defeat this army. So at the same time, Annette gets consumed by the sand since she's not here. And thankfully, those who were dragged out to sea by the ginormous crab had managed to survive. Socket getting stabbed multiple times by the stinger, thankfully, poison not really affecting them at all, but the stinger still jabbing fairly hard. It was at that point that they were able to finally kill it and start dragging it to shore. At that point, where getting it to shore, the waylaid weight of the crab finally ceased movement, but there at least is the trophy sitting there. Which, at this point, after a moment of calm and the creatures being felled, a illusory vision of the queen had stepped forth, curious as to what just happened to her pixie, but also all the pets ashore, looking to Wembley with a sense of familiarity and disdain. It's at this point. Yeah. A little too loud there.
The penumbra ass music up in here.
Damn it.
Wembley will walk right up to her, crane his neck to look up at her, hands on hips.
Licks her tongue for a moment and looking down at you. It seems that it's foolish to see and hope that the generations have moved on enough. How are you?
We've waited another 50 years for that.
I'll be sure to take that into account, Sir Wendell. To what do I owe such a lovely visit?
Oh, come now. You know that I know that you're not supposed to be here. Now, normally I can look away and let things slide, but not this time.
See, she clenches her teeth a little bit for a moment. Right.
You're crossing a line here, Miss Mitha.
So what could I do to mend this unfortunate mistake without him being involved?
Orders you'd need to go back over there and promise not to set foot over here again. But why shouldn't I go and tell him?
You want him having part of an army under his control?
Better him than you.
You see almost like a visible eye twitch of annoyance at that statement. Fine. I'm sure I can find a way to make amends for this without the necessity, so my people would not be uprooted for their long-lived lives here. Another contract, then?
Maybe. What could we want from you?
a boon, information, something to protect you from your long line of heroics. I've heard a number of things from the various pixies that give us some pieces here.
True, I am back in the adventuring business, and some favors and advantages might go a long way.
Then a favor of protection.
Is there something you can do to help us survive the silt wastes when we eventually get there?
I could do such menial things. Unless there are stronger wards to prevent those who've laid eyes upon you and wish to hunt you.
I'm sure you'd be willing to help us a great amount to keep all your people safe over there.
Did
Yes.
she help about the people that are going to stab us to death when we get back to town?
I don't think she can personally help with that, but maybe a general boost of power?
I don't know what was in her purview. I just thought I'd bring up the only thing that I'm really worried about right now. Being stabbed to death.
Yes, we find ourselves currently at odds with a half-orc woman named Vina Darkwell over at Stilltide. She's certainly powerful and has a very powerful patron.
He kind of narrows her eyes at you a little bit. You really do know how to pick powerful women, don't you, Emily?
What can I say? You love me or you hate me.
I could obstruct you from their vision. If you wish. I'd trade for silence. Not saying that the pixie was here, but acknowledging the creatures were creatures, after all, not within my control.
I'll keep the silence if you can stop this Vina from seeing us, as well as a certain lich. Is that within your purview?
I see Miss Ilmer has still hunted her crazed to target.
Yes, the undead attacks have been rather irritating. Got things to do, you know.
Very well. Though I will warn you, it seems that I will be marring the vision. Both one and the same, as they both serve the same patron.
Oh, that's wrinkling my brain.
Her gaze kind of falls towards Bolden. Sure, your friend has witnessed her briefly, though not straight on.
Are you saying that Lady Ilomero served somebody else? I thought she was rather powerful.
She is, but none
Well, she gets
compared
her
to
lich-
who she worships.
Gets her lich powers from somewhere.
I mean, it doesn't have to work like that.
I doubt many of you have heard of the Endless Maze.
Have I heard of the Endless Maze?
Is this a history check?
History with a very hard DC 30. And I feel like
Alrighty.
Jake just had his brain tickled by that statement.
I mean, I can't succeed on that.
If anyone can do it, it's me.
I read books. Not that book.
Not that book.
Not that book.
Tactical assessment. Tactical mind. There's a chance.
Do it, baby!
I believe.
Also, yeah, Josh.
Yup.
Oh my god, he actually did it.
Don't say it, Josh. Don't say it.
Wembley, this does kind of ring a bell a little bit, thinking of what Bowman had mentioned. Didn't really come to the forefront of your mind.
Maze.
And the fact that somebody has been able to place something specifically in front of what Ilmar would worship and is powerful enough to command a lich. Much to your horror, you remember hearing stories of the Abyss, creatures there within, and the powerful lords that rule it and fight constantly. One that has never been challenged and people fear the most. The Pale Knight.
You son of a bitch.
Also known as the Lady in White. Mother of Demons.
Oh. It's getting deeper and worse. And deeper and worse.
None could understand her machinations, whatever they may be, if they're in metal. Though it seems you've caught the ire of two of those she bids power to.
You love me or you hate me.
I see I definitely don't have an enemy here, but someone who clearly needs my help. And if this is the case, I feel lucky to know that I shouldn't make a bid for the land ever, if this is the case.
Rolling times in Torsilna indeed.
I can obscure you. Though if you're looking for boons, that might aid you better, since... She looks towards Socket. I think you might be able to aid them in finding it.
Cryptic. I like it.
I could give better information, but I like the way your eyebrows wrinkle when you think too hard.
More thinking than I thought I'd need to do.
If you and your compatriots would come closer, we might bring a finality to this deal. I was never here, and no one was my pixie. Just rampant crabs and bushes.
Keep us hidden and it's a deal. I won't go telling nobody that you were here. No promises if you show up again.
Understandable. With that, she will beg for everyone to come closer and hold down her hand.
Right, gather
But-
around, folk.
Wembley, didn't you already have a deal with her? In the big fish or something?
Have more than one deal, then.
But isn't she breaking that deal by being here? We very recently had a whole conversation about breaking deals with people and how bad it is. She's not gonna turn us into a heart rock. Right.
Will you find unlikely allies in times such as these?
Wouldn't dream of doing such a thing.
I think we
You're-
could use a bit of extra help.
A Fae, right?
Yes.
Were you here when the Elven Empire was here?
Quite a number of years ago, before they consumed themselves.
Well, they didn't consume themselves. They got killed by the Ifriti.
Mm. As many people would believe.
I know you're playing tricks on me.
Trust me, your people have nothing to fear from me.
Well, technically, I'm the one who said this place would look a lot better with some more trees and face spirits and stuff than it looks now.
More healthy.
The Fae plants even resist the, giant pyroclastic storms that come across this place. Then they shall burn.
And that's why I sent fire immune trees.
Oh, I guess, yeah, you could have those.
That's why everything here is grown quite lush. You will absorb
Imagine
it.
cutting down a fire immune tree to make a fire and it doesn't work.
Make a good house material, though.
Socket, would you step forward?
As far as Socket is concerned, he has not been given any good reason to do so yet. This is a person that is actively breaking a promise by being here, making another promise. Exactly what Ven said is right where Socket was. I literally wasn't gonna say anything, but I literally was like, oh, it's the two barbarians that are not trusting the person who looks nice and is holding their hand out.
I'm trusting Wembley.
This is right.
It's all good. If you come over here, we'll stop being attacked by undead and probably Vina.
Isn't it a good thing that we're being attacked by undead?
Is it?
It's good until they kill one of us.
They almost
Things
killed me
don't
last
come
time,
for
Ven.
free.
I nearly turned
What
into a
is the
pile of
cost?
dust.
Did you?
Yeah! That thing nearly
Oh.
disintegrated me.
I was a little busy talking to the green skeleton horn guy.
I'm not blaming you, it's just,
I
that's a
think we
pile
could
of
use a
dust with a
little
robe
less,
on top of it.
a little less daily risk to our lives. I think we can all agree with that. Even
Good
if we're not,
things don't happen for free.
it's not for
What
free.
is the cost?
This isn't
Next.
for you, Socket. This is our silence.
Yes. I would request that you do not say that I was here or like it.
This
And
time.
Yes, agreed, Socket. This time, this one misstep will be ignored so that we might have a better chance of succeeding in our very important quest.
Yeah. So, also, yeah, that is an excellent point you just made. In accordance with the tradition of Fae being tricksters, I won't say anything about this one time of you being here to anybody other than us that already know.
Agree. with that.
You know, sometimes I wish the Fae were a bit more like devils. It's nice to have something written down.
A word of mouth works, I guess. Sort of, maybe.
Oh, but that's
Not
up for
really.
interpretation.
If you prefer it in a scroll.
Is this an illusion, by the way? It's pretty good.
Yes. I would not dream of stepping outside my kingdom.
Lady Mether's certainly quite magical.
Perhaps I could teach you a thing or two when you learn the magic to talk to me.
Yes, of course. You know, once we find our way over there. I'd love to learn a little bit.
I'm looking forward to your company. With that, she will gesture around her, which you will be enclosed in what looks almost like a night sky's veil. Before she will produce an appropriate scroll. Scroll, I should say that scroll.
Scone.
The scone. Scones.
Yummy.
Scone,
Thanks.
which she will sign off to veil you from Vina, Ilmero, as well as the Pale Knight. So long as word of her does not reach anyone else's ears that isn't a part of this group already, that she was here, or her minions were here as well. And with that, she will offer out the scroll and pen to those who wish to sign.
Sure. Now, is this section from sight of just those two, or in general scrying and whatever?
Scrying from her and her minions.
Okay.
The eyes of the Pale Knight shall not follow me.
That's good in case I ever need to find one of you.
Oh, could work against us.
It just gives you anti-scrying across the board and no one's ever seen again.
Yeah, that was almost a problem for Caddy.
Which is very funny.
Because she couldn't be scried, or like Faye couldn't interact with her. I think Gaius had a problem with that once.
Alright, Ven signs his name. Ven, just Ven.
I'd like to look at her and be like, we sign our names, yes? And if we do not have one?
Your signature will still be there. Whatever you wish to sign else.
Or you can put ink on your hand. Put like your handprint on.
If you wish.
Or just a thumb.
A thumb sounds good. Yeah, I'll just sign with my thumbprint.
Alright. Anyone not signing, as Ballman will also fucking sign very quickly.
Ballman has every reason in the world to want this.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Coleman's
take,
like, thanks guys. I'm
Oh,
out.
hell yeah.
Oh, sweet Jesus, thank you.
I mean, he's like a free man now. He can do whatever he wants.
It's true.
Yeah, I'll sign my name.
I drag Annette's unconscious body and guide her hand to sign her name on the contract as well.
It's true. You reach through the sand, pull up Annette's arm, and slap it on the contract.
So you just put some ink on the hand. You don't need to make it sign. Just wow. They've signed.
I then dig a hole in the sand and I put her back in there. Cover it up.
I mold earth to smooth it over so nobody ever knows they were there.
Nice, thanks.
Perfect.
No problem.
Good teamwork.
Is anyone else?
I put a hexagon.
Alright. With that, you can all mark down Boon of Mitha. To mark down that you are obscured from all scrying from anyone who worships the Pale Knight and the Pale Knight herself.
Mythia?
It's in the active games.
Fae Lady Mitha, Queen of Night.
Oh, is that a name? Okay.
Where?
It's in tabletop
not active
general,
games.
not active.
Oh,
Within
not
mythology.
active games. Okay, sorry.
Apologies.
Sorry, what does it do?
Right.
Nice.
Any minions or Pale Knight herself who scry upon you or try to scry. Divination as well, I should say correctly. So they cannot divine anything.
Lady Ilmar gets caller ID blocked when she tries to look at any of us.
He gets redirected to the Fae hotline.
Well, I laugh, Jake. You were mentioning her, and I'm like, man, this is some really funny shit of what. Welcome back.
Trying to scry on us redirects to a single pixie holding up the middle finger.
It's pretty much what's gonna happen every single time. She's gonna get redirected to the Phalanx. It's just gonna be a bunch of pixies throwing a fucking play.
Nice.
Anyway,
What's
she-
that?
Just so you know, on her token, you've spelled Mita,
I'm sure I have.
M-I-T-A-H.
Mita. It never fails. With that, she will close the contract and give that to you, Wembley.
Okay.
For your comfort and assurance. Keep it close.
Keep it hidden, keep it safe.
And if you do come based on, I would welcome you one.
Insight check.
Insight.
Does she harbor ill intent?
The illest of intent. You can tell there's a little bit of candor there. Like, welcome you warmly
Some
for
bitter
sure,
resentment.
but probably to her prisons.
Okay. Then I will reply. Both our sakes, you'd better hope you don't see me again. Got enough on my plate.
Decent. And she will turn the illusion shimmer as it will fade as it takes a few steps out towards the ocean and vanishes. Soft glimmer of starfalls hitting the water and dissipate.
Goodbye, Lady Mitha.
Well.
The boy!
Baby.
Fuck you.
Look at that expensive little idiot.
Yeah, after that happening. Praise the sun. Ah! The longest cat
Nice
you have
guy.
ever seen. Alright. With that, you have anything you wish to do? Bowman feeling like $1 million, even though looking like a pile of shit after getting struck so hard by the crabs.
I'm also pretty pinched.
Alright, we're going to go back to red side, and we're going to report that we saw nothing.
I'm not going to lie to anybody. I'm just not going to say anything about it.
I thought the deal was we don't tell the fish guy. We're not telling anyone?
I'm not gonna. I don't want to end up in some kind of fey prison from double crossing her. That's just my own approach. Do whatever you want.
Easiest to just stay silent about the whole thing.
Currently on our good side, and I don't know about you, but I could do with one less enemy.
I don't care how
And we-
fucking angry she gets at you. Either way, I'm very glad that I don't have to worry about shit from those crazy bitches anymore.
So long as any of us don't tell us all.
All those at this beach were crabs. Big
Can we tell him that we had killed the giant crabs and get paid for that, maybe?
Well, then we were getting paid just to check out the wreck to see what was there. We weren't actually being paid to kill the crabs.
She did actively say you could say stuff about the crab big.
Yeah, I know. I was just making the point that we weren't actually paid to come here to kill crabs.
Let's say we fought some strange crabs that perhaps they looked fey, but they weren't, and there's nothing to be alarmed about.
Alright. Also, he looks up at Wembley. Was she saying that Vina, her patron is Ilmarrow?
Oh, Vina and Ilmarrow have the same patron. Something even worse.
Oh.
Like a god. Lady Ilmarrow is not a god. She's certainly a powerful undead, but turns out very surprising that they serve the same patron. Small world.
I wonder what it's like to be a lich. Probably kind of cold.
Wait, Wembley
Complete.
rolled high enough to know that it was the Pale Knight, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
things of
I just want to
pure
let you know
fucking
for your
horror.
case, that is not a god. That is a demon. That is the demon.
The mother
Oh.
of demons.
Okay.
She is the oldest creature in existence. The
Jeez.
first of anything.
What the hell?
Oh, come on, we pissed that off.
Alright, I would have reworded that to say, not a god, but instead just a powerful patron.
Oh man,
Very
yeah.
old and terrible.
Oh,
First.
I thought for sure Ilmara was her.
First of
Patron.
You like that? You like that name?
Guess we're going back in the car.
Well, this could be like a two birds with one stone opportunity, or it could be they both work together and it's much harder for us.
I don't
Guess
think we
we'll
would win.
have to see.
Do you really think we'd win a fight against either of them, much less their patron as well?
Oh no, never. But part of this adventure will be avoiding them and picking fights we can win.
I think we can beat Vina.
Maybe if Vina's alone,
Maybe by
maybe.
herself in a closed room.
Socket goes to enjoy his trophy.
Does this mean we can go back to Stilltown?
It means they won't see us coming.
I'm sure she can still physically look at us, but any magic to spy on our whereabouts, that won't work anymore. And we shouldn't be attacked by skeleton raids nightly anymore either.
Now it'll just back to the volcanoes trying to melt the skin off our bones.
Just your standard Torsilna experience.
It's refreshingly direct.
You guys hear the shuffling of sand.
I'm going to put that on the car, is he?
I don't think it would move.
The car cannot take that. It probably weighs more than it.
Socket, do you want to take a piece off of that thing?
Yes.
Alright, well... Which part? A part that fits on the vehicle, ideally.
Yeah, my idea was to take the mandibles apart.
Okay.
Mandibles or claws?
Mandible, this was the mandible, like the mouth,
All right.
the teeth,
Yep,
the
I just wanted
hardest
to double
parts
check
of the
that.
crab.
All right.
Yeah.
Alright. The good old crushing claws and the delicious mandibles that we're going to try and crunch in.
I have an idea for wheel spikes.
You could definitely tell that they are fairly durable. Cracking this bad boy will probably take some time, but you would be able to do so. But trying to do it without really busting it up too badly, go ahead and roll me a survival to try and carve this up.
I am just essentially going over and trying to pull these big, like, teeth mandibles off. And it's not sophisticated by any stretch.
Go ahead and roll me a d4 to see how many of these survive. Without being, like, broken in half.
That makes sense. I get one.
You get one good-sized one. It's in perfect form, but the others... You get half of them. They're still fairly tough material. It's definitely something that could probably crack stone if we were to bite down on it, but they're not perfect. But they could function as wheel spikes if that's the intention.
Okay. Well, I'll take the one.
Alright. Bark down, giant, gargantuan crab tooth.
Cool. Walk back over with it. Anyone want the claw?
For lunch?
Thanks. Yeah, we could try to eat it. I haven't had crab in a long time.
I'll go bring the car around.
Have a nice
Benzel's trying to push over one of these trees for firewood.
Alright.
Sorry, tree.
Is it night?
No, but it was like...
You need fire to cook meat.
That's true. It has been kind of like a half-day travel. And this is like one of the few trees here, aside from just going to a Magnum event to try and cook a giant crab claw.
That was I wasn't sure we were going to try and cook here. That was all.
Well, let's stop and have a bit of lunch then.
Lunchtime. Most of us are half dead.
Well, a good meal will fix you right up.
Always keeps me going. Good Bowman saying that from atop. The delicious corn wine. Just a good rip. Car pulling them. And then go ahead and roll me a athletics to try and topple one of the trees that have the softer roots in the sand. Oh god. So yeah, Socket goes to drive the quad wagon over, then topples an entire tree, uproots it. The soft sand pulling up with it. Have a beachfront party.
Oh yeah.
I will take my sledge out from the back of the dwarf quad wagon, and I will put it in the sand. And then I will look at it, and then I will look at the next closest person, and I'll say, "A little small for volleyball."
Okay. You do see a couple of the ribs of the ship are still there and fairly, sturdy looking.
That's wood.
Look at the wood. I look at my manacles. Look at the sledge.
It's MacGyvering.
He's thinking.
Eventually, Socket will settle on pulling out some rope and tying one end to the wagon and the other end to the boat to set up a
A full beach volleyball.
Fucking volleyball. It's not exactly a net as much as a rope that you have to get the ball over.
Yeah,
But
fuck.
That's fine. It's good enough.
We have a ball.
yes, I have a leather ball.
Wow.
How utterly convenient.
He's mentioned it a few times actually.
Yeah, he's had it for a while.
It's one
Now's
of the.
the
It's like
moment.
it just sits on my fucking sledge with my fucking dice set and my shovel.
Wow.
From the early days of Socket's Trail,
Mm-hmm.
when he got gifts from all the people he's helped.
You're like Santa Claus, but more violent.
Yeah. And instead of giving gifts, I take one thing from every group of people as I leave them behind.
Instead of giving coal, you turn them into coal.
Only my
No.
enemies. Only the enemies of Beetlejuice.
Beta. Was that Pixie and enemy of Beetlejuice?
After some consideration, I'll walk over to Ballman and say, "You need to be the net."
What's that mean?
I motion for him to stand under the rope and hold his arms up. He has to pretend to be the net.
Oh, God.
Play him. Turn his skin
Net?
into the
I
net.
thought we were playing volleyball.
Yeah,
He stands.
With a net?
the net is in between.
He goes and puts his arms up and kind of holds onto the rope.
I nod. This is exactly what I wanted.
Not the worst request since I just got all my other ways put out.
Sorry, why does he have to... Like, can't we just attach it to some things?
Yeah, the rope is attached to the quarterback and go into one of the ribs of the ship.
He likes it. It's fine.
Where does he have to hold the middle?
Guess it goes down. I don't know.
Ideally, you should move with the ball.
What?
That's
Okay.
why ball man. Am I wrong here?
No. Fuck. No. Alright, fuck that. I'm not getting pegged by a bunch of ball.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Oh,
They emerge from the sand, awake.
Seleus and Annette walk out of the sparse jungle foliage.
I
okay.
emerge from the sand in like a JoJo pose with the pose music playing.
From where we buried you, yeah.
Yes.
He was just buried in the sand.
No, it's fine, Socket. I've got this. I will make an illusion of a net in between the 2 points.
Oh, that works.
Perfect.
I can do silent image in a limited amount of time. There's now a net.
There you go.
A net.
Annette.
Yeah, why didn't we make a net the net?
A net, become the net.
And
Wait, we
Ballman
have
the
Annette
ball.
and Ballman. All right, so I pick up Ballman instead.
No! I'm not a
Okay,
ball!
we need someone whose name is like Court or something. You have a net, we have a ball, we just need a court and a player.
Going into
We already
town,
have a net.
Does anyone have a name like Courtney? It's very important.
I'm looking for Courtney. We need to
Does
hire
anyone
her
have
in
a
our adventure
sister or a cousin?
It's like one of those prank calls in The Simpsons where Mo gets a call.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a ball, man.
You want what's that? You want a sister? Granted, the monkey's paw curls, and suddenly you have a human-shaped cyst for a sister.
Oh my god.
Anyway, as people are playing volleyball, I guess, Ven's gonna approach Annette.
Hey, where the fuck you been? Also,
Hi.
Hello, Ven.
Do you? I know you use a sword, but that's all you really do. Do you want a magic weapon?
Am I allowed?
I don't know. I'm not allowed.
What's your license level?
Silver 1.
Silver one. You can't use anything that hurts somebody.
Well, I've got these tattoos that if I put on you, they can like really hurt people.
Okay, well, what's the thing for?
See?
The weapon. What exactly is
Oh,
it?
they are the weapon.
Oh.
You can use them
Oh.
to make your weapon stronger.
Like a temporary thing.
Mhm.
God. It's at the same time as you're having this conversation with Wembley's cooking, it smells like the most heavenly fucking seafood dish you have ever smelled.
Wait, wizard,
Also
use
around
prestidigitation to make it smell like shit.
Oh, Reese's, go!
No. It smells awful. I'm gonna have to throw it out and do another batch.
Oh my god, the ball.
Thanks, darling.
It's so
I cast
good.
major image to make it smell terrible in the entire area around us,
Oh.
ruining the
Aye.
meal.
Your nat 20 means nothing to us.
GM, can you cast Shrink My Balls?
What?
What?
Don't worry.
Is this the fucking beach episode?
Yeah.
Where's the fan service?
There we go.
You're the
You are
fan
the fan
service.
service.
No.
Welcome.
You're,
Pinkies.
you gotta mention what you're wearing and stuff today.
Yeah, the bikini episode. It's the fan service session.
Anyway, Annette, Ven is offering you an Eldritch Claw tattoo.
Rips
You
it
wanna
off of
Google
his
what
skin.
that does.
Walks up, hands you an ink pen.
So, what does it do?
Google it. Eldritch Claw
Alright.
tattoo.
You watch as the D&D Beyond symbol glows in my eyes as I search for the item description.
If you don't want it, I should probably sell it because these things cost me like 700 gold each.
Okay, give me one moment to Wikipedia this.
Big spender.
What is that?
Then I realized they're probably cheating.
That's cheating.
My unarmed strikes would be considered magical.
Your backhand would be of the gods.
For the purpose of overcoming immunity resistance to magic, and you gain a +1 bonus to the attack and damage rolls with unarmed strikes.
You know, read the active part. That's actually useful.
The weapon or an unarmed strike can reach a target up to 15 feet away from you as inky tendrils launch towards the target. An extra 1d6 force damage. I think that I should be fine. I try not to get into hurty range of people. Unless, of course, I need to desperately draw their attention because some of you are a little bit hurt.
Okay, I turn around and look at Azure. Like, Azure doesn't even have a melee weapon, right?
I mean, Azure has the flint strike sword strapped to the backpack, but like I don't
yeah.
use it. I'm just
Get
carrying
a
it.
book
I don't
bash.
think I've ever seen Azure swing a weapon.
No,
Azure, 15-foot book slam.
yeah, book slap.
Backhand them.
You want a book slap, eh?
Oh, no! You missed.
Damn, I'll get you next time.
Oh, I'm safe this time.
I'll climb the rock and notice Auxiliaire is in non-Auxiliaire mode. Oh, hello.
Hey.
You're not Auxiliaire today.
Just for a little.
Do you want to magical tattoo that makes your sword better?
Better how?
I can go further and it does more damage.
It sounds nice. Why don't you want it?
It's sort of cheating. It's too powerful.
It's too powerful that it's cheating.
Yep.
In what way does that make sense?
I'm supposed to get strong on my own, not use magical items to make me strong.
Right. Well, if that's how you feel, I'm not going to insist upon you keeping it. Did no one else want it? Saw you running around.
Annette didn't want it. I don't think Azure would use it. Wembley might want one. I have two. He holds up his hands and both his arms are tattooed.
But you're giving away both.
Yeah. I mean, they were 700 gold each, so it does feel like a bit of a financial mistake.
Good buyer's remorse.
No, they're really good, but I shouldn't use them.
Why? You feel like you're cheating?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's kind of what magic items are for. I'm snacking on whatever Wembley's cooking.
A delicious
Yeah.
crab kebab. And it is seasoned to perfection with a little bit of butter.
I snap one of the legs open over my own leg. I'm like, this is great, Wembley.
Thanks, I've been experimenting.
Ancient halfling crab recipe.
Indeed.
Well, then, if you don't want it, then I'm happy to take it. I'll pay you back later.
Also, I don't think I can legally even own them. If we go back to Stilltide, I might get turned into a slave or something.
It only matters if they catch you.
Ven's gonna like focus on his hand, and a needle is going to appear as all of the ink from his arm drains into it, and he'll toss it.
Thank you, Van.
And then he'll do it again, his other arm. So if you have two, that means you can use it twice a day.
Oh, that's why you have to.
Yeah.
If you change your mind, you can always ask for them back.
It's alright.
Enjoying the rest of the day. Quick, who wants to throw down some athletics to see who wins the volleyball match?
You know it's all I've been waiting for.
I mean, I'll play, but I'm definitely going to get destroyed.
In before you nat 20 and I crit fail.
Crit fail.
Imagine. You'd never live it down.
Oh!
9 on the die.
Oh!
Take this!
8 on the die.
I actually did pretty
15
good.
on the die.
So close.
Close.
It's surprising, Socket. You didn't think that, a bookworm like Azure would give you a run for your money, but it's close. She got the tactics, and she's smacking it down with the book.
I'm using my spell book to play volleyball.
The mage hand has the spell book, so you've got the paddle above your head.
Power of using catapult.
There was too much butter in the crab. I try to hit the bowl and it slips through my fingers.
You slap it
Oh,
and it just
no.
flies by.
No. Butterfingers.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Socket brought, set up, and what he brought the game that he is comfortable with to everyone.
Played it a few times with the kids at Swanside after.
Oh, yeah, after that, I mean, there's only one thing left to do.
Eyes.
The volleyball killed me. Claimed my soul.
No.
Just embeds itself in your chest and you die.
Right, put this on the grill.
Alright,
Wizard. Ah!
Ben literally lived on a beach island. Bring it on.
Oh, it's
This
matches.
My cat just stood straight on my keyboard.
No!
Nice.
Alright.
thought you lived on a beach island.
Oh, shit!
Oh my god. Oh, Saga's running over to kill Ben.
The game was over. Everybody else who was playing walked away, and then Ben came over and just spiked it. And Sagan's looking at the hole 10 feet deep where he was just standing. As
Smoke rising out of the
beak
crater.
split. The beak starts to split like Ice Age 2 style.
You see more
Yeah.
crabs start to pour out. Ah!
Seymour Crab. Is that Mr. Krabs' brother?
Mr. Krabs. Oh, you.
27 is crazy. I think you broke my ball.
Spiked perfectly into the beach.
Oh my god, how do unintentional Hunter reference?
With that, everyone can have a nice relaxing beach day at the wreck of the ship. Obviously, there's plenty of crab meat to go around, depending on how much Wembley wishes to cook.
There's so much crab. I could be cooking for ages.
That's true. That's that other recipe.
Yeah, I guess let me actually heal, just in case we get attacked.
I mean, I can eat it. If by eat you mean mash up with my teeth and have it slide down my esophagus.
That
Sure.
is what eating traditionally is, yes.
Just mashing it up and then.
I'm slightly worried. I just rolled. I mean, I know it was different rolls, but that's 4 6s in a row.
The
Go.
devil has been activated. There will be no escape.
You want to talk about it?
I don't know. The devil shall appear.
Ah!
He's here.
Yo, what's up?
And also make bolstering treats if you want to hang out for another hour.
Oh, do you add the D8 on each hit dice?
No, just once.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like Song of Rest.
definitely can if you like to. Just have a nice beach day and camp out.
Well,
I
do you
have
think
a
we're gonna
question.
get attacked on the way back to town?
Not that you've seen.
Surely not. It's nice and calm out here. Why did it take you so long to investigate the boat? Well, there was so little happening there that we decided to enjoy the beach.
Yeah, beach party.
I mean, so little happening. It takes 3 days to drive out here. It's basically gonna be the same amount of time to get back.
Yeah, we set up a.
Staked it out all afternoon and through the night just in case. Nothing happened.
We killed the crab. Done.
We ate the evidence. I mean, crab. God, I love crab.
I have a question. Now that we have finished our game,
Yes,
we have done many different things together.
Aye?
What do we intend to do next? Because
We thought-
I never intended to make a deal with the Fae. benefit us. We should decide on a course of action, path. Do not like feeling directionless. What wants do we have that we might shape the world?
I forgot about Song of Rest.
It's okay. New Bard doesn't have Song of Rest.
Yeah, you need to delete that feature, or I'll call the police.
Ubad doesn't have Song of Rest?
No.
Yeah, they replaced it with nothing. Congratulations.
What do you mean they replaced it with fucking nothing?
They
removed
replaced it
It's
with
not a
nothing.
feature anymore.
Congratulations.
They buffed these Bard's other features, so they removed that one.
But the only feature they've buffed so far is Bardic Inspiration. That's it.
Yeah, it's all good now.
Yeah, it lasts an hour.
Did you know that apparently you're supposed to, before you roll, you announce you're going to add the Bardic? It's not, you roll, realize you failed, and then add the Bardic?
What,
I
old
thought it
Bardic?
was roll, you see the number, but before you are told whether or not it's a success.
That was how it used to be, yes.
Yeah, and now it's like, see the result and roll if you want to after.
Yeah, when the creature fails a d20 test, the creature can roll the Bardic Inspiration die. So, Josh, you legally have to tell me if I fail.
Yeah.
Actually,
yeah,
he doesn't have to
that
tell
was
me
the
shit.
change. It
He
was
tells
you
everyone
could
else.
see the roll. It was before you knew if it was a success or not.
Yeah, and sometimes you'd succeed and add it for no benefit.
You added the flex for degrees of success.
You're right. For some reason, Song of Rest no longer exists, so I guess I'll fuck myself.
Yes, I'll die.
I've replaced you with crab kebabs.
I like the way this
So
tastes
far,
better than
Bardic
music.
is the only thing you've got that's buffed. They made
you'll get
counter
more
charm
stuff.
better. They made
counter charm
magical
is usable.
secrets way better.
Also, where's Celia
See.
Side? She was on this map originally.
We buried her in the sand.
Can't believe it.
Yeah, I've seen those
Hey,
videos
I'm
of cats
back
being
now.
buried in the sand.
Oh.
I like it.
Sorry, I had
Anyway.
to set him up and feed him.
That's fair. The baby does
Oh,
need his
baby.
food.
I'll just look up a toolkit and say, well, everyone knows what I want to do.
Wow. At 20th level, you just get Power Word Heal and Power Word Kill, and they're always prepared. And whenever you cast either of them, you can target a second creature.
Let's see.
Yeah, not
I agree with
not
Ven.
super amazing.
No.
I agree with Ven. I want to go to the middle of Torsilna at some point. But that should probably be the last thing we do, seeing as it'll be the most dangerous.
We must grow stronger.
We must grow stronger. So if there are any side quests that anyone would like to put forward, that might help.
I put my hand up.
Dealing with Vina Darkwell might be a good direction. Yes, Ven?
Vena's not the only one.
Put my hand down.
Oh, okay.
You already made my suggestion.
Right, well, we're on the same page.
Yes, I was going to say that while it is a great risk to myself, we probably should deal with the aftermath of the entire Judith affair.
Yes, their other associates.
That might be a good idea so we can get them off our tail.
Nikolaus, Dalric, Favir, and Gulliver.
You know, considering we murdered Juditha, I had considered for a brief moment that we might let things go and Vina might let us slide, but now that I know who she works for, I don't think so.
Does she work for again?
Oh, you know, the Pale Knight,
The White
Who's that?
Lady.
the same patron of Lady Ilmarrow, the Super Lich in the Silt Wastes.
Oh, yeah, they're probably friends.
Yeah, they are probably friends, and
Oh, what?
Vina will probably want us dead or captured for reasons other than Juditha.
Oh yeah, for breaking character for a moment. Jesse.
Eh.
Just in case, while you were gone, we made a deal with the Fey Queen.
If you want.
Oh yes.
You can choose not to sign into this deal,
But then we're fucked.
but the deal was we don't mention that we saw her or her little pixie here, or any of their Fey shit. Right? No Fey shit happened here, according to us. As long as we don't mention it. And you sign the agreement. Her magic will protect you from being from divination spells from the Pale Knight and any of her minions. So like Vina and all that.
And Lady
Yeah.
Ilmar.
And Lady
so
Ilmar.
So we won't get undead assaulted every second night.
Deal.
Good boy.
Ven puts his hand up again.
Yes, Ven.
When we get back to Stilltide, we should ask about the cult of Leviathan.
What of what?
Sure. All right.
You guys probably know them as the Crushing Tide,
Oh yes.
Yes.
but a more fitting name would probably be the cult of Leviathan, he says while nodding.
They're still
What makes
called
you
the
say
Crushing
that?
Tide. Isn't that their actual name?
Yeah, but they worship the water heretic Leviathan.
So are they a bigger problem than we gave them credit for?
I mean, there was a giant that could kill ships in one punch.
Oh. Okay.
That sounds like something worth looking into.
My dad actually works for a guy who fights against this kingdom of Leviathan, like 1 billion miles away.
So before we left Stilltide, we let the local police go and fight the giant that can destroy ships in one punch?
Yeah,
Okay.
I did tell him about that.
I wonder if things will be different when we get back.
Well, that was before we went to Silkfort. That was a while ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when Ven came back from his little excursion, don't you remember everybody scrambling to go head over to where he tipped them off to?
My memories, they're all mixing with each other.
It's fine, Wembley, you're old.
I am
Yeah,
old.
we sort of got distracted by our house exploding when we got back.
Misfortune. Your memory, that is.
So we're gonna go back to Stilltide, hopefully not get assassinated, deal with the rest of the Judith problem, hopefully legally, and then figure out what to do from there.
We need additional training. Some of us.
Turn
Glad that you're
and
not
look at
getting-
Annette.
Could not get out of a wet paper bag.
Uh-huh.
What did he mean by this?
Who's getting
I
hot
mean,
paper bags?
And just
Socket?
fine.
Some of us can't cast magic, and he looks at Socket.
Oh, sorry, didn't you guys give me that bag of devouring?
Yeah, you have the bag of devouring.
Loyal bag of devouring.
Did you remember to feed it though?
You've got god tier crab in your hand right now.
I do. I actually will keep a bunch of crab.
That is like the perfect item for a bard. It's like, waft check. Hey, would you reach into my bag and get something for me? Die.
Please.
You can suggest it to them, and it's not obviously suicidal, so they'll do it.
Mass suggestion.
Not for the
Everybody's
first
going like
guy. The
Yeah.
first guy who puts their hand in the bag. and then everyone else will catch on.
Put the bag around the corner and clean it after every person.
It'll clean itself as it licks its bag lips.
They go around the corner. A comical scream. Next.
Socket,
Comical
for better or worse, even those of us without training are part of this now. They're better off with us.
Very well. I would feel better. Mind.
If you're not very good with a sword in that, could you become a wizard like Azure?
I think that takes a lot of dedication and training.
It does. It takes a lot.
You know, the untrained militia, they use crossbows most of the time. Perhaps you'd be okay with that.
I mean, I probably could use a crossbow. I'm not. I mean, I've used a hand crossbow before, but not exactly one for. I'm happy to support you from not the getting smacked range.
Throw this. I hold out a javelin.
I throw
Point. And you throw it for the range. Oh, dear.
Oh, not bad. Annette, do you know any ancient powerful beings?
Ancient powerful beings. No, who the hell do you think I am?
Oh, you know, you could have asked Lady Mitha if you could
Be a
serve her
warlock.
in exchange for power, you know?
How would I do that?
For power.
You would trust a Fey deal like that?
It happens
We
a lot.
just did.
Yeah, it happens quite often in the adventuring line of work.
Yeah, but then don't they like own me or something?
It's pretty similar to being you know, a cleric of a religion. It's just a bit less worship, more deal.
More personal.
You make it sound less of a deal and more like you just become their funny little pet.
Oh,
that
you
they can
do,
summon.
certainly. But
Oh,
sometimes that
then.
works out for you.
Maybe it works out for you, little man, but I'm not interested in that kind of deal.
Oh, I'm not interested either. I've just had friends who were. Oh, I just want you to know your options.
I'm certain that I can figure things out for myself.
Ven, I give you halfling luck. I saw that.
No! It makes sense that I suck at javelins. I'm not supposed to use weapons.
Are you forced to take halfling luck? Is it like
Uh,
non-negotiable?
let's see.
It's the same now.
Non-negotiable luck.
Let the ally reroll. I don't think
Okay.
that is forced.
That sounds like it's you can keep it if you want.
Yeah.
So I get a bardic back from you? Hell yeah.
However, I think if I choose to give it to you and you say no, then I've still lost my reaction.
You want to reroll? No, I'm happy failing.
Alright.
Alright, well, if you don't want to be a warlock, or a wizard, or a cleric, then maybe you should be a monk. And I hold up my fists and
I like flex my arm. It does the comical thing where the muscle goes up and then goes down. I don't think that'll cut it either.
Alright, keep eating. Tomorrow morning, we're doing push-ups.
I don't want to do push-ups.
You don't have a choice.
But then turns back and looks at Annette. You do have a choice.
Yeah,
Well,
now
I want
listening-
to psychically link to Annette and just be like, the price you pay for keeping secrets.
As soon as Ven says you do have a choice, I say, oh, and I throw my hands up in the air.
look, she may be useless, but she's fun. She'd saved me like twice already.
I don't really know why
Fine.
anybody's even calling her useless. She just does the talking. She's good at it.
I have never said the word useless.
You imply it.
I
Anyway.
imply that I could push you over with one hand.
Socket, you could push a fucking mountain over. Shut it.
What? I,
Zip.
To be fair, Socket, you can probably push me over too.
would most likely take both of my hands, and I would find them probably on the ground with whatever the fuck weapon that is. Doesn't hit like a rapier.
I'll lean my head out of the car. What's why are you suddenly obsessed with everyone being way stronger? Do you have a goal?
That's a good point. What's your problem?
I feel like we've all been learning at a good rate.
But that rate includes the things that are after us. We are now making deals with Fae. I have always fought for those who cannot fight for themselves. I do not wish to fight alongside those who cannot fight for themselves. And that has helped me more than once. But I would not like to see her dead from a knife to the ribs when I could teach her to hold a shield. It is
I can
not
take
complicated.
care of myself.
She's managed fine so far, Socket.
Annette said herself that she wants to support us from the non-getting stabbed in the ribs range. So if that works for her, then it works for me.
I will unclip the bandolier that I'm wearing that has my 5 healing potions, and I will hand it to Annette. Fine then.
You see, you don't want to call me useless, but every action you take implies that you believe it. You think that I'm dragging you down? Is that it?
I do not.
Then why do you want to saddle me as the little baby that carries your potions?
They are not my potions.
I think Socket is being overprotective because he cares about you. It's not an insult.
I also have gotten up everyone who will join me every morning of these 3 days that we've been going. Every morning, I try and drag as many people as I can out to work out in the morning.
Is a hero.
Not a selfless act by any stretch. You asked what my goal is. It was to become stronger. I plan to do that by helping all of you as well. I always worked better with a team.
And we'll all become stronger together.
And into the Ashlands.
We're going into the Ashlands. I want to either buy one of those big tanks or I want to build one myself. That'd be really fun.
Feel that would take an amount of resources we don't have access to.
We each got one in a different primary color, and then connected
Oh,
them
then
all
they can
together
combine!
Voltron! Formov! Mastodon!
No, but then me and Wembley would have to fight to the death because we're the same color.
No, you two obviously share one.
Because we're small, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get
It'll
like
be the left eye and the right eye.
on my shoulders. Mm-hmm.
No, you guys would be the legs.
I'm getting in the fucking
The
car.
legs are the worst position to be in the Mega Roller. Like,
I don't know. I feel like torso is the worst, because then you're just in the middle.
You're just AFK.
or
Yeah.
torso, you get a good view. You can sit on your phone. Legs, you have to still do something.
To be fair, in Power Rangers,
be
it
fair.
probably has some sort of giant cannon on it. You do get something to do.
You fire the cannon, you go back on your phone.
Yeah, the chest was where the human kid was in fucking Monkey Force.
Fuck is Monkey Force? Anyway, I don't
Super
care what
hyper monkey
Force is.
super.
Let's get it. Get in the car, everyone!
I
We're
mean,
going to still.
I mean, do you spend the night here, or like?
I thought we
It
were
was
spending
like-
the night here, then going to Stiltad.
I thought it was
Super
like 2
Mega
p.m.
Monkey Team Hyperforce Go.
No, we're spending the afternoon. The whole evening, aren't we?
Yeah, you guys did spend a bit of time here cooking out.
Okay. We snores.
I rebuild the 2 towers.
Cast. Tiny hut. Well, Josh isn't working.
No, I don't even know Tiny Hut's.
Say that, you just build a whole little hut, like one of those little Indian videos at 2 in the morning that you're watching.
You build the discount version of Tiny Hut, and reaches from the other dimension and pulls it into the void.
Oh,
Ah!
man.
Wow, thanks for the house.
Oh, right. So,
I'll go on watch. God, I'm so good at this.
who's gonna be on watch?
There's nothing out there, Chief.
Love the me boom. Watch button. Okay. So, as you get to camp out, enjoy the seaside, actually having a nice, refreshing breeze washing in from the ocean. And even just the smell of salt air. It's actually rather beautiful and relaxing. This is probably the quietest you've experienced, aside from where you had to fight the crabs, but this is a peaceful location. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, sweet, sweet motherfucker.
That's true. You just keep that on this bitch. For the infinite void as I peel.
You peel?
You peel it?
You peel?
You peel? You peel into the infinite void, bro?
It is back.
Everybody loves the infinite void. For those first. You get a wonderful sense of relaxation. Almost as if this area has been looked up. Then, even though you're asleep, there's something that catches your ear.
Ooh.
Almost purposely waking you up specifically. As it does start to get closer, you do hear the softer song. As if calling you to come to the ocean.
I hear like an actual song.
Yes.
I look down at my ring to see if it's doing anything. Like the skeleton ring.
Currently, no. It's not the skeleton.
And I'm on the second floor. Assumedly in the same room with Azur like I was last time.
I don't think you could wake me up.
As this gets closer, I will also say, Socket, as you hear this, you are filled with anger.
I want to try to stealthily jump out the window.
What is that?
Just Socket? Do I not hear it?
Did you
That's
roll?
true. You did stay awake, didn't you?
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't roll, but like, yeah, I do.
You do
I am
hear it.
awake all night. I do not sleep.
You do hear it, and it's actually soothing. It's not, disturbing you. It doesn't really seem to kind of pull your attention, but almost as if somebody's just singing a very beautiful song.
I'm gonna dig a rock or large shell out of the sand and heave it as far as I can away into the water. The fuck is that?
Socket, shut the fuck up.
I'm singing. Sorry, okay, sorry.
No, it's beautiful. Like, Ben is trying to sneak out. Suddenly, everyone else hears Socket screaming at the ocean and telling it to shut up as the song is coming from.
I didn't get to play up enough the last time you said that it filled me with rage, so I'm going for this one.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck.
He's angry.
Super angry.
Socket starts yelling at the ocean. The obscenities in Primordial. It sounds like rocks cracking into each other.
Yeah, where does it sound like it's coming from? Is it one specific point? And is that where Socket is throwing rocks?
For that,
Rock singular.
You would have advantage for this, Ben. Anyone else who would like to try and put a figure on basically where it's coming from, roll me a perception, then with advantage.
No, I didn't mean to leave advantage on 22. You know what? Slash out 1d6.
We're just all rolling perception now.
Well, I mean, it's very
There's
obvious.
something going
Figure
on.
out where the
Socket's
song's
going
coming
insane.
So I could just work everyone else up.
There's something's going on.
Fen,
Get the fuck up, Socket.
Socket, can you quiet the noise for a moment?
you know it's around this area, but at the same point, Seeker, you know full well it is pretty much precisely right here. Then, as you get closer to the waters, you see the surface of it break as it comes to full visual.
Oh.
A mermaid.
Ooh.
Oh.
Whoa, apologies. Look, I got bit by my cat and I need my desk and my whole computer just turned off and then turned back on.
Oh.
It was terrifying.
That
Well, it's fine. You weren't out long enough for Discord to realize, so...
is true. At the same time, beautiful mermaid. As you say, apologies, ironically well timed.
I would not say apologies to that man. The fuck are you?
With
Hello.
I have come for those who seek Leviathan's bone.
There's a weird fish outside.
Nobody wants Leviathan's shark skin sandpaper ass. The fuck out of here. I snap off a piece of wood and I chuck it.
Alright, go ahead and make me improvised.
Not at them.
Alright.
Into the surf. Same as before.
Just trying to be like, fuck off.
Yeah. Get off my goddamn lawn.
Stupid fucking fish.
Roll me an intimidation as you chuck this, and then you clearly see it.
I'm gonna.
I'm filled with rage at the sight and sound of this person, yes.
With that, you hear a shriek of panic, and she starts to dive underwater.
Does the song end?
With that, it does.
Socket, you idiot.
What?
What are you so cranky for?
You want a cultist in your mind?
Well, we already have a menagerie of everything else.
Ven's gonna walk up the coast. Quietly.
I mean, yeah, you would have advantage, but everyone seems pretty well focused on Socket.
And he's gonna go sit with his feet just barely in the water, like a couple 100 feet up the coast, and wait.
I'm gonna. I was going to cast silence over Socket just so he didn't have to listen to it. But he dealt with that himself. 11 is nothing. I'm following Van. I just want to make sure nothing bad happens to him, so...
He beats my passive. I don't know where he is.
These are the people we fought against before.
We didn't fight mermaids.
Yeah, did we fight the mermaid?
You fought, like, fish people and dragons, not mermaids directly.
We fought fish people that were the other half fish. Same difference.
Oh, so they're all the same to you, Socket? Is that so? Do they all look the same to you, Socket? Do you not think? Could have been a whole different faction. Now who have you pissed off? In the middle of the night, no less.
He said Leviathan.
So, that's not crushing tide?
It's worse.
How is it worse, Socket?
I describe what I know of the actions of the cult of Leviathan. As far as my back, well, I guess that was my 5e background. 5.5 is different.
Leviathan cultist?
I mean, the Crushing Tides are cultists, yes? Is what we know of them?
Yes, the Crushing Tide is cultists.
Or
But
is Leviathans?
Leviathan itself, especially for the cult of Leviathan, you know
Ben called it that due to his innate biases.
Yeah. For whatever reason, it's this strange mix, but the word Leviathan, the name itself, it just innately brings rage to your body and almost makes you shake violently with anger.
Yeah, I will steam and say nothing good has ever come of them, nor will it.
Did they hurt you or something?
They have hurt many.
Oh, and you know, because the Freety and all those haven't.
I do not stand for the Afriti.
I'm just confused. It seems like a really visceral reaction coming from you.
I gesture as if it should be obvious. The song.
No, you're the only one who responded that way. It's just you.
I thought it sounded kind of nice. It's not really my usual taste in music, but it was okay.
Could I assume that that part of this rage is is a combination of not only my innate hatred of things that invade the mind, but also the fact that I actually am. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong. That's also 5th edition. Never mind.
You could. I'll give you history with advantage because something like this, I would definitely imagine, has not offset you this heavily before. You've not felt. You felt rage. You felt anger, especially for those victimizing the innocent. This was almost unhinged. This didn't seem like your rage. Something so violently angry and visceral towards a name has almost clawed its way through you. Think that maybe recent actions might have invoked such a thing.
Recent actions, the pack Fae?
Not with the Fae. While this is going on, city, you go to follow after Ben, seeing that he is sitting on the beach. Wait.
Celia's not like trying to sneak up, like stay hidden.
No, no, I'm like I'm just standing back a little bit, letting you do your thing. I'm 100% here just to make sure that you're safe.
I'll sort of like before the mermaid gets here, I'll sort of just look back at you and gesture like, man, what the fuck was that?
I don't know. He seems to take issue with the strangest things.
Well, hopefully it comes back. I just want to
Hopefully.
hear what it says.
Yes, you do hope for that. You see the same familiar coral pink hair and skin rise from the surface. I assume your friend was not happy with the Murphy.
Having a bad day, I think.
Sitting back, staying out of this, I would, however, like to cast Detect Thoughts. Just to keep a read on this mermaid.
You gonna read Ven as well?
I mean, sure, why not?
Ven's thinking this is really weird when I just said that, like, my family are enemies of Leviathan. But he's friendly.
Yeah. With that, you do get a sense, assuming that there is a sense of elation, and especially in these surface thoughts. The Queen's going to be so happy to know that there's more worshippers here. Hopefully Leviathan will be able to help them.
Yeah, sorry about him. I think he's having a bad day, I guess.
I know this land worships metal and fire. It invoke my lord's name. Came to offer boon, if you wish.
That's why you're here?
But not many know of his name.
Oh, you must not have heard the rest of the sentence.
She looks at you curiously.
Do you just offer boons to anyone who says the name?
Or those who wish to be free of the choking fire and ash.
And live in the ocean?
If you wish. You do not have to.
You know, there was a giant guy under the ocean, not far from here.
Yes, it keeps the reef safe. Those who wish to give praise to Leviathan and Queen Mesky freely.
Is he still alive?
Of course. He has been keeping the most loyal and wishing to be freed from these choking lands, hidden and safe. Thankfully.
There was a group back in Stiltide. They were pretty nice, but I don't think I can join you guys.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Like, you guys want to like flood the city or something? Like, what's your goal?
To remove Baelos' control from these lands.
That's fair.
He is very dangerous, very wrathful for those who are complicit to everything he does. Consumes much and gives little. Leviathan would only wish to reign over the seas and let those live complicitly in the bountiful harvest of the ocean. And he wishes to have your faith.
Okay, I think I need to roll something to know how much Ven's father has told him about, like, Fainaquia and Miski.
Oh yeah, go ahead and roll me a history with advantage.
Oh,
21. Okay. I'm just gonna assume I know basically every.
Yeah, you know full well that once Queen Miski took power from wherever she came from, effectively Fainaquia, where the merfolk were living peacefully, either had to bend the knee or die by brutal war, leaving some sections of the sea red with blood for the time.
I am also like still in her head, so if anything doesn't like if any of her thoughts don't match up with what she's saying, I am going to let Ven know.
But at the as you do keep going, at the same point to that, there's also the fact that Fainaquia had tried to extend air quote the technical olive branch, whatever the ocean equivalent of that would be. But Leviathan,
Seaweed branch.
yeah, the kelp patch. Effectively, Leviathan was demanding to replace all other gods to have full control of the oceans, so that he wouldn't be really opposed and could reign over the domain of the water, while also very likely being able to push out other gods or rebuke them entirely.
From what I heard, your Leviathan guy isn't very friendly.
That's not true. He is very merciful and welcomes many. He's always welcoming to those who wish to be free.
Mm. My father said that the Fish Queen was so violent that even some of the paladins that served her abandoned her because she was like crazy.
Through the old tales of the champion Venice was not told correctly in these lands, but if that is what you wish to tell, very well then.
Wait. With Leviathan's boom, that's just like breathing underwater and stuff?
Breathing into
There's no like being immune to fire or something?
no, the ability to breathe underwater and traverse the seas freely unopposed. Total freedom to travel wherever.
Okay. Well, sorry, but no thanks.
Hopefully you'll change your mind.
Yeah, I don't think my dad would be happy with that. You'll stand up. Sorry about the other guy. Look, just because I don't want to join your fish. He stops himself from saying cult. Uh, kingdom. It doesn't mean I'm not a nice person.
I understand. If any of you ever wish to call Leviathan's name near you, one of us will show. Out with them.
Bye.
She will return to the ocean from which she came. comes to silence. Back at camp. Stockton, you do feel the anger slowly start to quell as there's no song or anything else to continue to drive you to rampant rage anymore.
Socket doesn't breathe, but he does vent steam as if panting when angry. So that slowly just sort of stops. The steam gets thinner and thinner until it is no longer coming out. Any glow from his eyes goes away. And he looks down, actually meeting Annette and Azura's gaze rather than just kind of looking through them the way a statue might.
You feeling better?
I think I might have a history with Leviathan I don't remember. I'll reach up and touch the plate that is currently hiding where, you know.
I don't really know much about Leviathan. Ben seemed to know a little bit.
All I remember is that they want to flood the land with the sea. Put out every fire ever made.
Everybody seems to have plans to improve this hellscape. Drowning it, covering in funny plants.
Dune is for the Fremen. I mean, sorry, wait.
Hmm? What was that?
Must have
Wrong,
been the wind.
wrong franchise, sorry. Faintly from the water.
See a tsunami building in the distance.
Guess that would make Ren's people the Fremen. Because they were here, like, before the fucking fire shit happened.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Before the elves.
Right by the ocean and the elves.
Yeah, I mean, the Fremen predate the worms, so.
Yeah, Ven's gonna start heading back towards the tower. If Cecilia keeps prying into the mind, he's basically thinking exactly what he said. Like, no, my dad wouldn't like that. Like, that's very, that's like the opposite of what he would have done.
On the way back, I will just say, surprised you didn't even ask what it would cost.
Cause from the sounds of it, they just take anyone. Like, they already tried to recruit me the last time.
Really now?
Yeah, when I was still tied.
Not so aware of their following.
I only know what my dad's told me about the Fish Queen. He's very violent. But he does work for their direct opposition. So maybe it could be a little bit biased.
Perhaps as I said, I don't know a lot about them.
Do you think you're gonna stay like that in still tied? Or you gonna change your disguise back?
I'm thinking I don't have much reason to stay disguised anymore.
Arthur, I might be confused.
Yes, I would need to explain it to him at the very least. Well, I'm sure I can work things out with him. It's not like I can't take my old appearance to explain myself.
Should be fine. You didn't want to be a fish person? I'm sure I might have welcomed you.
Maybe, but it wasn't an offer for me. I'm not particularly interested in the goings-on of others. I've had enough bad experiences following the commands of unknowable superiors for the time being.
Yeah, working for yourself's probably better. We get to the towers. All right. Guess I'll see you in the morning.
As well, then.
When did you leave?
When you were throwing rocks at the ocean? You didn't see me? I wasn't very quiet.
I apparently was not fully myself. The song seemed to have some kind of charm.
Yeah, okay. He walks into the tower.
Had a little pride to
believe
stock
you.
it, then turned them down.
Oh.
Seems to have decided he was better off without. If we do run into them again, I can cast silence over you so you don't hear the song, if you'd like.
I'll nod. That may be for the best.
Right, I'll keep it in mind.
Areas of rest that they've chosen. When it comes to the morning, the sunlight glints off of the box of puzzling. As you are ready to travel for the day.
Whose turn is it with the box? Is there?
What's the box?
Is it my turn?
My
as
turn.
well?
It's my turn. Been asking for days.
This-
You get it back tomorrow, because I'll
No,
fail
but
the
the
first
thing is,
fucking
it
check.
yeah, but it'll reset for him, so you might as well try until you can't anymore.
Fuck.
No, you go ahead. You can have your turn first. It's fine.
Woo.
I have faith in you.
Done.
You can't bardic yourself.
I can't bardic myself.
That's why I have faith in you, because faith is what you need.
Faith is all you get, because we can't help any other way.
Because we got to
Is
have
it
faith.
is
faith,
it
faith.
just an intelligence check, or what is it?
It is an investigation check.
Wow, slightly better.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I told you I had
Wow.
faith.
Look at that, jack of all trades.
Faith,
And a fat 19.
You got a fat +1.
Oh,
Pretty up
right.
for push-ups in the morning.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. As you do shuffle this box around, as the first compartment opens, out will pop a potion of greater healing.
Oh,
First level complete.
nice. Nice.
It's a thing.
That part wasn't so hard.
So easy.
It took 95% of your brain power for a
Yeah.
whole day. Not so hard.
Especially with that, the box will set as you've passed 1 of 4. And we'll await for the next day now that the magic has been diminished. So we carry over to the Wardo.
Zawardo.
Beach episode. It's finally over.
It's a good
That
beach
took
episode.
2 hours.
2 hours of beach episode.
There weren't even any fan service.
That's right. No one threw on a
Just
big
zoom in real far on Annette's face
That's right.
and use your imagination. I don't know.
Set up a volleyball net. What else do people want?
The Annette fan service bikini episode.
I roll intimidation against Goblin.
Oh! That's easy enough. So, okay. We're on the road again.
Can't wait to get back on the road again.
Oh, yes. Oh, would you like to roll me some weather?
Now, it should start with Rosic, shouldn't it?
Yeah, so
Sure.
from the left.
Ooh, Seeker. Alrighty.
Damn, almost got a 69. Not nice.
Almost. You pushed it too far. Pushed it too far.
Not cool. Kick him out.
Yeah, I'm a failure.
Alrighty. It is clear skies, warm winds as you roll over the ashes and plains.
Great.
Thankfully, not too bad. Just a little bit of ash and wind. Ash and wind kicking up some of the dust and silt. Ah! In the distance,
This is it.
in the distance, you hear reinforcing.
You know, they had different words for that song back in my day.
What, back in, several hundred years ago when you were a statue? Or back in your day, back in my day?
Thousand
Back
years
in-
there. I
Back
don't
in
know.
BC.
Oh dear
BE before Afridi.
God.
Or Freedy?
Before Freedy. Alright. So, second day, as you will have to camp out before you can fully get to Red Side.
Yeah.
Second day, would you like to do another roll, Jester?
Yeah, sure, why not? I love me a little bit of investigation.
Investigation.
Till further notice, Socket, Ven, and Seeker start with 3 temp HP at the start of every day.
Extra cookies.
Thickening.
Barely.
You get the snacks.
Right.
Does it work if I don't eat food?
Yes, by rules, and also it's going into your body. Wembley's just that good of a cook.
You can send the love still.
It's not about a health thing. It's about make you feel better.
It's all about the love
or
and
confident.
I like the picture that you had dried him out a little bit like crab croutons or so.
What if it?
Yeah, I cook Ven and Seeker's
You
treats.
cook Ven?
And then
I
when I
watch
get to
hungrily
Socket,
from
I just let it cook until it's charcoal for Socket, and then I give
Yeah,
it to
just
him.
leave it on.
Little brisket,
perfect.
like dried jerky, but it goes really good. So you get like that scent of all the butter and herbs that have cooked onto it.
Yeah, I don't smell.
It's fair, but the aroma is much nicer than just burnt beer.
You can also choose to hold on to the treat and eat it later as a bonus action, but I don't know why you would.
That's fair. Alright.
You already
I
have
guess if you
10 health,
know you're giving, if you already have
Yes.
10 health and you're getting
So,
it from the source.
before I get too far away, unfortunately, if 14 is just shy of what you need, is the DC is 15. Let's go.
Oh, you failed forever. Oh no.
It doesn't sound like a failure forever.
But with that, you do get to red side. You will be appropriately paid your 500 gold for checking it out, as they do question of what was out there.
Big crab.
Giant crabs.
Not each,
And
just
a-
500, because it was just a
And
check.
a couple sentient trees. That didn't
Crabs were a
fade
bit
at all.
strange, but nothing unusual.
They're in the
We
trees,
did- we
man. They're
handled
in the
with it.
trees.
It's all fine. It's
Nothing
fine,
to
I
be worried
promise.
about.
Don't cast out of truth. No.
Sadly, no banshees.
Sadly.
No 13 banshees coming out of the shipwreck like last time.
I think that you're telling the truth, but just to be sure, my level 20 paladin pal here will actually come and cast Zone of Truth on you.
The one taking the bounty does look fairly relieved at the town hall. Alright. Maybe we could send a couple of lads over there to check it out, and if the trees are moving around again, then maybe a couple seeds slip by. We do have to chop them down on occasion. I'm gonna have them check it out.
Must be concerning.
Only if one of them grows too big. But at least usually they move slow enough to where we can take advantage of that. But enjoy your road. I'm sure we're gonna go celebrate. And then you'll have the free time to do what you please. If you wish to just head straight on from here towards Stilton.
I think we should.
Anyone else have anything else they want to do at Red Side before leaving?
There is an argument to taking time to finish some training, but
Can I buy spell scrolls?
Yes, you can. Red Side does have a significant amount of trade, because obviously it's smack in the middle of still tight Gondor. And so there's plenty of rolling traders who are going through with either scrolls or items of interest that have traveled up and down the coast.
Oh, right. So we got 500 gold shared between us all.
Yes, you would have a split. This was a quick 2-day skip.
So that's divided between the 6 of us, or where's Soleus?
Soleus is
all 7 of us.
currently 9. She has
Okay, so
gone
6.
on ahead, effectively.
83 gold and 3 silver?
5 silver.
Question mark?
Oh no.
Or actually, no.
83.33333333333333.
Brief question. Would Soleus have been waiting in Red Side, or would she have moved on to Stiltide? Just to clarify.
That's a good question. I mean, I did go to Red Side, I think, the last time I was here.
Mm-hmm.
So I would assume that I'd still be in Red Side.
Alright, so yeah. Soleus is here. She's just been, nose deep in her books. Probably practicing a few bits and pieces of medicine here to keep going up. So yes,
She's got like
is here.
50 liters of blood from all the people in
Just
the
a whole
store.
backpack full of blood.
Everyone who
I have
reads that
been
is gone.
researching Judith's journal.
Judith's funny book.
Of war
Mhm.
crimes.
A comedy for dummies.
Journals, plural.
Brunalis.
I mean, I assume you are all still interested in learning how to release the souls from the pure heart orbs we collected.
Of course.
I mean,
Yes.
I am. I don't know about everybody else.
That was one of the side quests I mentioned.
The soul orbs.
The hearts with the...
Yeah.
From Juditha,
Yeah, I got to that.
right?
Pure hearts.
I believe they were called. Pure heart orbs. At least that's what's in Judith's journals.
Right.
I could get speak with the dead. That'd be very funny, and I do kind of want that as a wizard. That is very silly. I can learn that now.
Hold the orb. Yo, let me ask
Don't
you a
see that
question.
Don't see it get used often enough. Go for it.
What about a javelin of lightning?
Yeah, you would be able to buy one in this town.
Yeah, God, can I buy the scroll of speak with dead?
Yep, that would be easily enough available. It's not too high or low.
Yeah, I have prices written down, so I can do the math myself.
Does everyone agree to 70 gold each and 10 in the hold?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So I
Okay, so
take
that
off
would be
13 gold.
I'll leave that there and knock that down. Yeah, okay. And I'll just put speak with dead on my sheet. I type spreak.
Spreak with that.
Did you learn anything about the hearts from the journal? Or just what she called them?
So, from what I can gather, that the pure heart orbs, if that is what these are referring to, which I guess so, are made from hearts filled with pure love.
That's
So
even
they
more
don't-
fucked up.
So they don't seem to be evil souls, so it may be in our best interest to release them from whatever bindings they have here. I am still looking into it at the moment, but hopefully, now that you're all back, I can look at the actual orbs themselves to see if I can ascertain anything.
I think they were in Annette's bag.
I pull out one of the orbs. I kept them.
Good to know. Well, when we get back to Stilltide and I have my my officers at my disposal, maybe we can look into how we release these. I'll have to do some more reading though. I haven't quite come across how to do that yet.
It was all meaningless. No! Well, you guys do forget that if there is divination of any sorts, you guys are just invisible and gone.
Well,
Yeah, it'll just be Soleil sitting in the back of a moving wagon that has no driver.
Talking to the air.
just a bunch of deep seat indents.
Yeah.
Soleus in a padded room talking to the walls.
So, will you...
Vina Darkfall, like, I know they're in there, I just can't see them.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Attack the asylum.
Why can I see myself in this image?
What the fuck?
I'm in this photo and I don't like it.
Alright, so remaining in Red Side for some more training for a little bit longer, or heading straight back to Still Time?
Depends on how long the training is. If it's like weeks, then no.
Yeah, I still have like a month left on mine.
I have roughly another 12 days left on car training.
That'll get done on the way.
11 days of car training.
Alright. What's the decision? Just Still Tide then, since it would take at least a month for some people.
I'm voting Still Tide now. That's my
Still
vote.
Tide?
Yeah, Still Tide.
Still tied.
Still tied.
Still
It will be good to go home.
Alrighty. That you'll take that and start to shuffle off. We'll get 270. That's that would be travel time. Be able to bed down on the roadside, close to Mudchill. Who would like to roll me weather? Socket's turn, I believe, in order.
Yep, your turn.
D100. 44. Yeah. And also, you could do on this fresh, hot hell of a morning, as it is raining, steaming, like effectively a scalding hot shower.
Ooh. I take a bath.
Ow.
Yeah, it's not enough to like hurt you, but it's still enough to be like, oh, fuck.
Come on, you maggots.
All right, Annette, would you like
Between
to
the drops.
do another jewel box trick?
Oh, I'd love to.
I believe in you.
Investigate me, boy. Hey, there you go. You get one stat up and a stat of your choice.
Hey.
You got the good one.
I got the good one.
You always get that on like the second or third level.
Yeah.
Fisher's always the second.
Eh.
I mean,
Django.
you got a DC increase on like the fourth side. It was hard.
It was
Still
hard.
wanna read it.
Hard, man.
So,
Well, okay, here's the plan. We kill you and we have a druid reincarnate.
whole new box.
Oh,
Rolling across the lands past Mudchill. Or you could stop in Mudchill if you want, just to lose a few miles, but enjoy the mud baths.
Is that what mud chill is for? Chilling in the mud?
Is that a? It's not a beach episode, guys. It was a hot. What do they call them? Hot spring episode.
With the mud springs. Yay.
You could go to Mudchill, which they do have kind of like mud hot springs where it's actually relaxing and exfoliating and great for your skin with lots of minerals.
They have weapon trainers.
I mean, you could definitely go
Yeah,
continue
I was being-
weapon training in Mudchill if you want.
Oh,
But you have to pay for a 1-week course. It's like a gym. You have to buy like 2 months membership when you sign up.
Stopping at Mudchill or no?
Sure. I mean, it depends what time of day it is. I think if it's like towards the evening, then yeah.
I mean, you'd have to be
Yeah,
towards the
agreed.
evening. You're not too far from it.
Sure.
So you break off for the last 15, instead go to Mudchill, and actually are able to roll up on the small township that has been well known for wonderful, healthy healing properties. As They have various mud pits and others that you can sit and soak in, get different mineral treatments, and just kind of lounge about and have nice drinks. It's almost like an overly large kind of estate or place to just be pampered. Going for all the hot springs and all that good stuff, along with food and all that, and the catering, it's 5 gold.
Party fund.
That's
Or
party
we
fund.
did just put 10 in
Yeah,
there.
party fund. It's the perfect time.
Alright. As everyone's able to use the party funds to put their feet up and get basically pampered, drink whatever they want, have some nice meals while soaking into some mud baths and all that. With that, especially after the spending the night here, being able to rest and recuperate, go ahead and add 20 temp HP for the next start of your day.
Oh, we're teleporting over here once I get teleport every day.
Every morning, one teleport, one back.
Good job.
That's
gold.
good.
Teleport.
5 gold, 20 temp health. Hell yeah, yeah.
That's a good
We're
reason
abusing
to,
this
to
now,
not
Josh.
eat the chef treats.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's take a year downtime here to build a teleportation circle.
Based.
Josh be like, oh no, 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 no.
Oh no, I mean, please, abuse it. It's here for a reason.
Yeah, a whole year of downtime. Imagine what he could get up to with that.
Oh, then we'd be like past what happened in the other game.
Also true.
You miss Steno entirely.
Yeah,
we
she's
finished the
hanging out with like,
teleportation
She
circle.
hires an
and-
entire other
yeah,
group.
she's hanging out with some other like level 14 adventuring party.
Fucking Obsidian Queen rocks up when we finish the circle.
Yeah, we're level fucking 6.
Yeah, the Obsidian Queen shows up and just stomps us now. This was actually just an extended prologue.
Oh,
Going straight into the next campaign where everyone is now reborn.
dang it.
You now
Instead
serve
of
Lady
random
Ilmero, and the entire campaign is to actually destroy all of Torsilna.
I can
Jo-
build it.
Josh builds a different random adventuring party every session for us to attack.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, we get to choose each a group of monsters with a range of CRs and values. We get to pick to kill adventures.
16 giant poisonous snakes. Anyway. How much for a cask of ale?
A cask would be, I believe, on the top. Because it's
May I suggest from the party fund a cask of ale for Socket so he to up his mood. Ben will suggest this in character. I think we should buy Socket a cask of ale so he stops being upset.
And we could.
Any decliners?
No, that sounds good to me.
I imagine this conversation happening, so
Does
he's
that-
standing with his arms crossed outside the front of the bar.
Does that do anything for him?
I don't know, he drinks. I've seen him with the cask of alcohol before.
I know he
Probably
eats
likes
my
it.
biscuits, but they sort of just incinerate.
Either way, maybe it'll stop him from being so angry. Been pretty
Well,
angry the past few days.
I'll get on board with that. Is this a group fund thing again?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
And if he stays too angry, we'll have to go find his mom to yell at him.
Because I knew that unfortunately there's a good chance the Obsidian Queen is my mom. There is a non-zero chance, given the way the last game turned out, that Josh would do that to me.
What? What do you mean? There's just a whole shitload of statues and golems that she rocked up with.
Yeah.
Nothing sus at all.
You're a limited
That's that. I don't
production
think
model.
that. I don't think that that's the direction this is going.
And then we will still do
And I spent 30 days, or 29 days.
Yeah.
I'm curious how the like, yeah, you go buy a barrel of alcohol, but I'm curious what happens when you're like, all right, now we're gonna be like, don't be mad anymore, Socket. Here's a barrel of alcohol.
What the fuck?
That's the scene I want to see.
Hey, Socket,
pretty
would you
much
like to be a
exactly what we're
raging alcoholic instead of mad all the time for no reason?
Instead of a raging
Sober person.
blank. Yeah.
Would you like to be angry for a reason?
Angry and drunk.
Dampened my fires in some time.
Reaches for car keys.
Do you want to see my party trick?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, do it.
Is it the one where you make someone's head disappear? Because I don't think this is the place for that.
No. No, it is not that trick. That is another very good trick. No, people say that I can't cast spells. But, and I will take the keg and drink, I don't know, a third of it in a single draught because I don't breathe, and I just pour it down. Alright, wait, closing my mouth as tightly as I can, and then I just, instead of burping, it's just like a giant black cloud. It fills a 10-foot space with smoke and ash.
Oh, I thought you were gonna do a bender fire burp.
Maybe with finer alcohol.
Alright, now that you're sufficiently drunk, let's get out of here.
Hell yeah.
Alright, Socket, get behind the wheel.
Somebody hand me my keys. Socket has produced a pair of sunglasses from somewhere.
Where the fuck did you get that?
Here's an unconscious man next.
It's true.
I have a very serious question. Has any of Bullman's hair grown in the past, week? Well, actually, we've had him for, a month now.
At him like a pet.
Yeah.
There is definitely points where he takes longer in the bathroom. There has been occasional peach fuzz, but he very clearly shaves his head.
He's not going bald. He's choosing to be bald.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably only partially bald.
When you see the peach fuzz coming in, you kind of do see the horseshoe effect.
The Nintendo 64 controller effect.
Yeah. All right. We hit the road. Wembley. Weather time.
Yes. Yes. Pretty high.
Alrighty. Up in the sky. Pretty high. It is Heat Storm. Torrents of fire rolling across the plains, baby. Spouts of fire. Thankfully,
Flame tornadoes.
fire tornadoes. Thankfully, you do have the appropriate equipment so you can avoid it and not get heat stroke, but also keep the ash from burning your eyes and travel appropriately.
What's the appropriate equipment?
It's like cold
We
weather
bought,
here,
we
except
bought
for hot
Ash
weather.
Storm Survival Gear a while ago. All of us.
Everyone gets
We are
dressed up a
basically
little bit
dressed
like
like-
Mad Max.
Okay.
Like Freeman.
I've got a question about chef treats.
Mm.
Assuming I'm making some biscuits for my friends every morning, how much does that cost every day in ingredients?
I would say only a couple copper, because you're effectively taking cheap, normal food and making it nicer. So, probably, like, I'd say realistically, like a copper a day per person.
3 copper, okay. Because I have 40 GP of cooking ingredients. I don't know how much. I didn't know how much you'd say.
Yeah, no, regular food is still fairly cheap.
Okay,
What
so
is
it's
this?
been-
Fucking America? We're not
I
gonna
don't know.
charge an arm and a leg for a fucking potato.
What
In
is
this
it?
fantasy
America, he
world,
says.
my food is affordable.
Yeah. People need to
I just wanna
fucking eat, my guy.
I just want it written down that I have 39 gold of butter on my person.
Hell yeah. That's,
Butter returns.
It's the quality butter. Alright, Annette, would you like to
Yes.
try with the jewelry box
The
again?
box. The box.
What's in the box? The box.
The box.
I don't know what's in the box.
Say, sadly, the box denies you. It rebukes your attempt.
Son of a bitch.
You deny your box its purpose.
Pardon me.
In the middle.
Ben, who told you to say that?
Will be blood. Shit.
Alrighty.
Me speaking to a nun.
Next travel. As we get closer to the
I
still
understood that. Yes.
On this Red Shot Hill morning. Ben, give me a D100.
It's gonna be a 73. Imagine.
It's more fire spouts! Yay! They're still going! They didn't stop! Everything's
Right.
burning!
It would have been a 73, but a bug and not the same
Sucks.
thing as Wembley.
It's a really hot week. It's awful. A couple of potatoes ripen a little. Start growing.
Yeah, if we
Right,
didn't
your
spend a whole
potato.
day in fucking at the beach, we would have missed this weather.
It's true. Alright.
It's been great.
Annette, would you like to give another try?
I always love to give another try. Oh yeah. No.
The box rebukes you.
Now I rolled a D100 for travel, right?
Yes, you do. Give me the weapon.
Fine. A6.
Hell yeah.
It's close to Firestorms, is it still Firestorms?
With this, it's more intense firestorms, as thankfully you do start getting closer there, but on the final day, you can tell the absolutely hellfire lashing of fucking storm.
Oh, it's hot. It's hot. Speed up.
You
Oh, God.
actually are able to outpace it, as you are close to the coast. Otherwise, this could be really bad if you weren't near a body of water in this trial.
Dehydrated.
You can tell that these stirring storms were definitely getting worse and worse and have kicked up something fierce, and one of the vents have probably been pouring out poisonous gas along with flaming ash from the sky.
I feel like we don't have that temporary hit points anymore because it's been a few days.
Yeah.
The 20 temp is no. But you have returned to still time.
Yippee!
The guards will be
Hooray.
checking you at the front door for your magic items.
Oh,
yeah.
boy.
I was wondering if we'd ever get called on that.
Okay.
Shall we go in order?
With that, we shall go in order, as I have to grab a number of things.
I'm pretty sure I'm compliant with the laws.
I'm pretty sure
Frying
having
pan
a...
+1, a lethal weapon.
Yes,
Yes.
because it's a +1.
Oh no.
I'm pretty sure my bag of devouring is definitely
the
not
so-
easy.
Yeah.
Sock is cheating because he's got a bunch of magic weapons, but they're all in one weapon.
Yeah.
The question is, when we get closer, can I hide under the cart or something?
Can I hide under the cart?
I mean,
Frickin' Spider-Man.
you definitely can.
Well, what's your grip strength, bro?
Annette, you want me to pull over the wagon for what? So you can climb underneath it. The fuck?
Yes.
What are you doing?
Now, in a
Why?
completely separate additional question, what if I have an item I'm intending to sell? Does it get counted as an item you possess?
With that, so long as it's technically not attuned to you, they can't really prove that, but that would also take a persuasion check or a deception check.
Yeah, okay, I was just curious.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
thinking about them and magic daggers you got.
asking ahead of time, as you would know this before reaching Still Tied, that there is checkpoints there that they would check your citizen ranking items with people who can cast detect magic to see if you're telling the truth or not.
Also, does the Flintfire sword count as a magical item? I thought it was just a funny sword.
It's just a mechanical thing.
Yeah, that one's mechanical and does not count as is artifice craft, but not magical.
Okay.
Didn't Rosie get theirs upgraded into a magical one?
Yes.
Yeah, Rosie would count. Well, Rosie can also hide theirs in a dimension.
That's not a feature anymore.
Oh no!
You've been nerfed.
You can't
They
cheat.
took away a fun feature from a class? I'm amazed. I can't
Bro.
believe it.
We should have got an Eldritch Knight, and then whenever we go into town, they'll attune
Just
to
throw
it.
your sword in the bushes.
Yeah. Like, all right, Socket, give me your axe. Fucking Wembley, give me your pen.
All right. Baldwin looks calm. Looks like he actually has the appropriate rank for this, though you're not sure what rank he has. He's just holding his badge pouch.
Pullman's Electrum.
I don't even know if he has any magic items.
Does Ghost Bike count as a lethal magic item?
No, because they would assume automatically that is just an artifice of transportation, even if it is magical.
Yeah.
In an attempt to soften up the guards, I will go first.
All right. So,
You beat the shit out of them.
I'm out.
Literally.
I'm out from the driver's
I'll
Literally.
soften them up! Like
And,
50 waves of guards.
and my Electrum 1 badge, and I'd say I show my lava shifter in hilt form. I'm wearing a magic ring and a brooch, which is like embedded in my shoulder.
with that, especially showing all that you have, that is definitely within.
And I have my goggles at night, but they can't. It's very hard for them to see it because it's built into my face.
Which is fair, because those still fall under wondrous magical items, which is perfectly within Electrum 1. But they, especially recognizing you, Socket, go ahead and give me a little bit of like persuasion at advantage or other when you kind of soften them up and just make them a little more distracted. Right. These guards, recognizing Socket, especially for what he is, and seeing that he's moved up to Electrum 1, are more focused on congratulating him, as a few others kind of start waving a few of you guys to go by, if there's anything you are trying to hide. Who would be next to approach?
Me.
Alright, Wembley.
As also Electrum 1, I'm allowed to have as many wondrous magical items, non-lethal ability as I want, which I have like 10. The only lethal ones I have are the frying pan and the longsword. I would declare the frying pan as I was sick of getting like scorch marks on my frying pan, so I got it magically enchanted. I don't use it for combat. Teehee.
Go ahead.
That blood, that's from a deer.
Yes. Go ahead and roll me a persuasion with advantage, or deception, whichever you prefer. As they don't seem too worried or miffed that a frying pan is magical, but they know it's still.
I'll use once possession.
There we go.
Okay.
All right. Especially seeing that you already have like tons as well for cooking supplies. Like, they teeter a little bit for a moment, but especially seeing, like, you have a whole bag of potatoes and a fuckload of butter and spices, they're like, yeah, alright.
So much butter. I also have the longsword. Who owns this thing? Galman Steelblade. I declare that this is not actually mine, and I'm going to return it to his family in Stilltide. I assume they are here.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, so this is like not really mine.
Yeah, they, especially even with the natural 20 there as well, they do nod like, a fallen one then. Alright.
Isn't that the fucking guy who put a bomb on our airship?
Yes.
You return it to his family, fucking
With a
give
bomb
that shit
strapped
to
to it.
the
Well, I
sell
mean,
that shit on the black market.
I mean, there's a reason why it's a deception. Alrighty. So Sock and Wembley, the advantage is still standing. So who would like to be next?
I guess I'll go.
Alright.
Hello, I have, let's see, I have this pen. Writes on the wall, the ring. Oh, the robe. I have a knife. I have some potions. What else do we have in here? Oh, I have this drift globe, reading light.
Alright.
I don't think I have anything else in here. Does staff count? It's not magical, it's just, focus.
That's still what's in the veins. You're fine. Checks out. You don't even need to make a check, because that is completely within your right.
Okay. We'll go on past.
Alright. So that will leave then Annette, if she isn't hiding. I assume she is.
Hide. I need hide.
Alright, roll me a stealth, Annette.
I love stealth.
What are you hiding?
I don't know. I rolled a 27.
So some of you try to look around and see if Annette is there. She's just fucking gone. She doesn't even exist. Like, you swear she was there in the car with you. But she's just gone now.
Inside socket.
Oh my god. Alright, so that would leave Ven and Soleil for which of you would like to go first?
Is Cecilia going yet?
Oh yes.
No, I'm carrying up the tail end.
That's right. So which is this one? Alright, then one of the three, obviously, is Celia wanting to go last.
I can go next. I'll walk up. I don't have much on me, just some things from my research, some books and whatnot. I do have this dagger though, and I'll put a dagger out. I'll put all my healing herbs out, my poisons, everything like that. I have my cloaks and stuff of protection, but nothing too out there for my ranking.
Alrighty. You do see a slight eye bulge at the dagger as you pull it out. And it does carry powerful magic on it, but it is still within the means. So you do see him bark that down with some concern, but especially with your citizenship rank as well as business within Still Time, is recognized and allowed to pass. Alright. Just marking that dagger down as if something were to happen. No offense to you, just that's some strong magic.
It's my specialty.
Business has been good. Just a half chuckle at that. With that, he will let you through, and then Ven, since Celia wants to go last.
Hello. I held up my silver 1 badge, and then I dropped 2 rings.
Alrighty.
One is a ring of fire resistance, very common.
Alright.
The other is an unknown ring that none of them have probably ever seen before that has a skull with 2 horns on it.
Cool, cool.
And to remind you, a person of silver 1 is not allowed to own more than 1 magical item.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
With that, he does kind of look to you and then look to the rest, as does still see you chilling.
I'm standing right there.
I assume underneath your permissions.
I've got an eye on the kid.
He nods that and makes sure to mark Ven's extra ring underneath Electrum 1 socket permission. Which get business.
They don't like check what the ring is.
They see effectively that it does have what's it? I need to remember what the sending spell is.
I'm not sure, but it also has abjuration because it's a brutal
Sending
shield.
is evocation.
That's right. Alright, so I'm not crazy. It is evocation. Evocation abjuration.
It does sound like they would think it's lethal.
Yeah, which is why they asked and marked it down if something happens with said ring. Ask socket.
Underlines potential terrorist.
Well, I mean, that's why they marked down, the baleful talon, the questionable ring. They're not worried about the ring of fire resist because it's a ring of fire resist. And then that will, once signing that over and giving you a license paper that notes socket and his rank ID. If anyone questions that, show them that extra. Give you a little citation paper to carry with you, Ven.
Okay. I'll pull out my one of my big books and just put it in there.
And then lastly, Acilian.
Alright. Step up. Show them my Electrum ranking. And pull out my pull the whole sword off of my belt for them. This, the cloak, and hold one finger up the ring. Oh, hang on, I put a second finger up so I'm not flipping him off.
See a little bit like, hey.
My bad, I'm holding several things at once here. Please.
Alright. So do take note, but all checks out for your ring. Thankfully, no items lost. And we'll let you travel through with your... And you are finally officially back in Stilton.
I'll just look up at Acilia. They didn't check your bag? Well, you've got 2 weapons in there, magical weapons.
I pull my sleeve up and I put like my whole arm is covered in like a swirling sort of like inky void tattoo.
Nice.
All these fucking tattoos suddenly.
Layman's secret chest is going to be an MVP.
You look at Ven, and Ven does not have tattoos anymore.
Yeah, suddenly he's clean and live the dream again.
Well, he just does have a full back tattoo, but yeah, that's not usually visible.
Just get Layman's secret chest, throw all your magic items in. Throw the chest in the ball.
Viable thing.
Did anyone see where Annette went?
Well, we're back in town, so she's probably busking. Couldn't resist it. for a whole 5
Let's go
minutes.
find Darthrin then.
I will ask briefly. Annette, where would you be hiding? The caboose kind of storage seats, the underhang for the engine, or in the more dangerous undercroft of the axles?
Oh man, you know what? Let's say like the engine.
All right. So almost like the abject SCP horror that she is. You see a hand emerge from behind the engine, and suddenly there is Annette just there.
Hi.
She befriended the fire elemental that controls the car.
That's correct.
You know, if you need us to hold on to a few things when we go through checks, can.
Oh, should we keep this car in case we stop working with Darthran?
I mean, this is our car, isn't it?
Yeah, we bought it. It's ours.
Yeah, but it's like dog shit.
Alright.
Better than walking.
What's wrong with the wagon? Hey.
Well, let's
Just
keep it in.
comparatively. Not as
What,
good.
the bike that eats children?
No, to the fucking dwarf-made quad wagon made by Darthran Industries. It's not as good.
Speaking of vehicles, I'm going to go check on my friend Eldon.
Oh, do you think
Go
it ate
check
him?
I am very worried about that, which is why I'm going to go now.
I'm going to go check on Judith's place.
Oh, I'll go with
I'll
you just
come
in
with
case Calro
Yeah,
wants to
but-
kill us.
Yeah.
Oh, I
That's-
wasn't
That's
going
like
in.
the ambush.
I can cast my vision up to about a mile away.
Oh,
So
Wow.
I was just going to go within.
You're just gonna
the
pluck your eyeball out and
vicinity.
throw it.
Why don't we just do a drive-by then?
Something to that effect.
we don't
See
have
you
any
all, guild.
Uzis.
Bye.
I turn to the nice part of the city and I rev the engine.
Alright.
We lower the rent in that part of the city.
Fire crossbows in
I start
the air.
pulling out my crossbow.
Gotta keep the rent low.
I keep
By
the
Eldritch
rent
Blasts
boy.
every evening.
And I started blasting.
I walk out and I cast Shatter and then knock four times.
Knock.
Alright, let me quickly adjust some things here.
My neighbors
it-
are
isn't-
always angry because I'm slamming their windows open with a sound that can be heard for a 300-foot radius.
Isn't
How dare you.
Thunderclap also like 300 feet? And that's a cantrip,
Something like
right?
that, yeah.
Yeah, it's so fucking wild.
Yeah.
You could cast that for like an hour straight.
I appreciate that knock is just straight up like, oh, let's find out what's in here.
Bro, it was so funny when KJ used that for the first time, and we all learned that it did that.
Well, it's so rarely used, but God, is it a fucking funny spell.
I know knock. I have it. For the one time when I'm going to use it. It's going to be very funny.
Just use it on
I
the
feel like
fucking...
It's a great spell.
The benefit to the fact that it made noise that loud was because in the previous edition it just opened every lock in that radius. But
Which-
now it just opens one lock
Yeah.
and still makes that noise.
Which is fucking wild
Wow.
to think about. Like, somebody just fucking drops the base and blows out all the locks and doors in the 300 fucking foot radius. Apologies as I quick shuffle and check some things.
Okay, give us another 30 days of downtime.
I mean, you'll have it pretty soon. You
We'll
just-
be in prison.
Yeah, I'll be dead real soon.
Oh. Catherine probably just thinks we're dead at this point. The ship went down.
He's given our house away.
Yeah. The ship went down, we went dark for like a month and a half.
I mean, we did say we'd be gone for like at least a month.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I'm sure the airship getting blown up probably got around.
In the middle of the desert? Not really near any roads?
I don't know. I believe it somehow got around.
We were like here.
Yeah, roughly.
Sorry, it was snapping. Like here.
I think people from Red Side could probably see the explosion.
I don't know.
You wouldn't be looking that way. I'm pretty sure you could see it. It's like a flat plain of ash with nothing really going on.
The horizon is 40 kilometers.
No, this planet's weird. It has bigger horizon.
As you approach the Heartcast Manor, you see multiple broken windows, areas that have been kind of almost seemingly forcibly broken into. No people are on the estate, and what seems to be a few sections of where there was attempted fires.
This is
Heartcast Manor looks abandoned.
Silly to assume this, right?
Well, with the drive-by, I assumed you would have gone past the gate. It looks like it's been left completely open.
In the nine hells happened here? Think Vina?
Probably.
Or at the very least, stirred up by her.
Should we investigate, or should we leave well enough alone?
A group of our size is always going to draw attention heading in, and we don't need to signal that we've come back to town just yet.
Somebody want to walk in being invisible? I can only do one person at a time.
I'm
I
sneaky.
like being invisible.
Wait, what were you gonna do, Celia? You said you could look from a mile away?
I pull out from my pouch like a small glass eye. I can cast a spell that would let me see from a point I choose.
Think that would be useful here?
Well, not so much anymore. I think casting, even looking inside, I don't think I'd learn much more than what we can see from here. At least not with a stationary view. But if we want to sneak in, or at least a couple of us,
I'm quite nimble on my feet.
You can be our sneaky guy.
I mean, I mostly make a lot of noise, so sneaking isn't something I do a lot, but I can do it.
I'm a little bit sneaky, but probably not the sneakiest.
Why don't we come back when it's dark out? Let's go see Dathra.
Yeah.
Okay.
That way we can get murdered and nobody will see it.
And we should wait for Wembley.
That too.
Wembley's right in front of me.
No, that is not a real Wembley.
Oh, when did we get the wooden doll
Wembley
Wembley?
died 40 years ago.
The accident wasn't your fault.
You have to let
You were
go.
drunk.
Definitely my fault.
You were drunk. The alcohol seduced you, and it wasn't your fault.
The key started glowing in my pocket.
Key item
It
acquired.
was your destiny. It was your destiny. You knew you had to open
You
that
crashed
door.
your bike. You're not Annette. This is all fake. Anyway, let's see if our house is gonna explode.
Hooray!
I run up the stairs
I
as
love it
fast
when
as
my
I
house
can. I touch
explodes.
all of the walls and floors.
I hope our keys don't work.
I go into everybody's room and touch the mattresses and the floor under the mattress.
Is he
There's
actually here as
there's a
we come
man
in?
in our house.
Yes. You see the small, familiar kinship child of that Festus.
What?
Ah! Oh, you're back!
Darthrin.
Oh, with that, you see Darthrin stand up and actually go to actively hug you, Socket.
Oh my god.
20 fire damage.
I'm very glad you're back. I got worried that you wouldn't make it, or...
Yes, Pat. Good to see you, Darthrin.
Come on in, come in. I will... Here's some space. I was just enjoying a meal with Astus.
Yes, we're quite lucky to be alive, I guess.
Anything interesting happen while we were gone?
Oh. A number of people came looking for you. Very aggressive bunch.
What do they look like?
Venus thugs, most likely.
Duragar?
Oh,
Whatever they do.
A large number of Durgar.
Darthrin. I cast Disguise Self over myself to turn into a Celia again. It's me.
Oh! How long have you been doing that?
Since before we met.
Right. Well, should I note that down, or leave it as what you signed on for originally? Just, get clarifications.
There is no difference to me.
He immediately starts writing it down, the difference.
Same person, just different appearance.
I figured as much. But yes, Fastus was staying here for a while, as a couple of people were trying to hunt him down, and we stayed here. The guards are usually regularly patrolling these streets after the incident, but there's a large number of angry people looking. But thankfully it dwindled over time. Oh, they tried breaking in a few times. Fastus and I had fended them off, calling the guards and scaring them away. So, I have personally made sure to hire Fastus as assistant house guard for the time.
Wait, was it the fish cult?
No, it's the Duragar.
Duragar and like 2 nights for fish cult.
They're probably upset that you told the cops about their secret entrance.
Yeah. That wasn't the greatest, but I mean, better life now.
Did you hear about how their operation went? Did they get the giant?
Oh, they chased him out, but they didn't get the giant. They swam away, following with like a large number of others that were already in the water. They said they got him, but I don't believe them. He's too big and strong. Also, who did you make angry? Like, there's a lot of Duragar and others that kept checking in on this place.
How long after we left did they show up, by the way?
Darthor catches it. They showed up about 2 weeks after you had initially left.
Yes, that does tie into when the airship exploded, so I guess it was right after that. But why would they want to break into here? They'd assume we died.
Well, the airship exploded like 3 days after we left.
3 days, and then
Oh, it wasn't two. I thought we were like 2 weeks into the trip.
No.
Oh, that's even weirder.
By 2 weeks, we would have basically made it to Gondor.
Why were they
That was
breaking
probably
in?
around when their assassin, Bonrus, got back. And said, yeah, they're still alive. We failed.
We couldn't possibly have been back by then, and they knew that we were all already out there, so why would they come here to break in?
Perhaps.
Yeah, I guess they could be breaking in to trap the place, but... I need to learn how to put arcane locks on all the doors and windows. That probably keeps the riffraff out.
Probably.
It's a lot of windows, but...
Darthran, do you know where Vina Darkwell lives?
We know. I don't want to look at Acelia. Look at Bullman told us. Because he works with her.
I know.
I mean, she definitely keeps a close peel to her mercenary group in the Tapestries.
Is there more? I would like to do what I was going to do to Judith's, but with Vena's place instead. I feel like that one's a bit riskier for the whole group to come along to. If I disguise myself and have Darthran take us by, I could spy inside.
Are you hoping to just see a Venus, though?
I'm hoping to see if I can spy that lockbox.
Surely it's not out in the open.
Is it a holy lockbox?
I mean, I'm pretty sneaky if you need me to look.
Hey, I'm
No,
pretty
that's way
sneaky
too
too, and I'm older than you.
Old people.
I don't think either of you should do that. She'll probably do something unspeakable to both of you.
Look, we can worry about sneaking into the building once we know what we're looking for.
I think Bowman said it was like sort of open. Because they had to avoid looking at it and get in trouble. Like not hit it.
Do you think she'll somehow be aware that you've looked at the box then if it's somehow so profane to look at it?
Oh my god, you son of a bitch, Josh. I
Hmm.
just realized the connection there.
The what?
The connection between not looking at it and the pale knight.
I was waiting for you to cook it that one.
I'm unsure. I was under the impression it was more of a superstition or paranoia on her part than anything else.
Or she just doesn't want mercenaries looking at something valuable to her.
Regardless of anything, we do need information, so it's probably worth the risk either way.
What kind of information are we looking for exactly?
So, while we're at it, yes, we have her address. Darthran,
Yes.
I'm going to give you a list of names. If you could happen to get their domiciles for me, I would be much obliged.
Right, of course. Should I go start gathering that now, or is there anything else that might be important?
That's up to the others.
Benedict Cowrell? Does he live? Well, you probably don't know who he is, but does he live at the Hardcast Manor?
He usually stays there, but his estate would be towards his mining town, which, well, more or less is closer to the Silt Wastes, but I could try and get a better location on that for you if you need. He might still be in town. I know he usually hires in bulk before heading out there.
It's all right. I don't really know how we're supposed to feel about him right now, because he was a friend of someone we don't like.
All right, that's a little concerning. You have something with the mining company?
There's been a lot of drama.
How is Tabris? I imagine she made it well.
She made it.
She did make it.
We did indeed get her to the city without issue.
Ah.
There were a couple of issues, but we did overcome them.
Ah, good. I was wondering and worried of the extra delay.
The extra delay was the airship exploding. We had to improvise.
What?
Yes, those were the issues, but we got her there safe and sound.
Yeah, one of her close personal guard was a traitor.
You're saying that like it wasn't obvious within the first minute of us meeting her. That lady's scary.
The dwarf, he was,
Oh, that one too.
yeah. Yeah, we got her to Gondor. We fulfilled our contract.
At least we don't have to worry about that, but mark off another successful job. No stains here. He says, kind of like half-heartedly trying to make light of the situation.
Just staring at the wall. No stains here. No.
Burn charcoal. Fucking hell. Right. I'll try and go get you that information. Miss Venus estate, the Darkwell home. I could get you there. The address is much easier, but still close to the entrance of the upper pins, but more or less towards the. They call it the grinding gears. An area where many of the more rough folk have stayed. Socket, you know full well, especially for the guard, the grinding gears section, the wall where much of the upper pins connect, but there is a number of guard who stay there. You've heard multiple rumors, and it kind of sticks a little bit, the fact that you yourself have always been honest and straightforward, that the guards who do work at that gate close to that upper pin section are possibly bought off or dishonest. And every single time, or even on an attempt of watch, they have always put you somewhere else and refused to let you have that watch. With Lord Titus Street not being far from there, If you get in trouble, maybe move deeper into the Pin's Watch area, up and not coming down.
Not draw the attention back here, correct?
No, I'm more worried that if they do have an alarm, that the mercenaries would come rolling in droves.
Also good point.
There's been a number of times where something has gone awry, and the Durgar have, well, not just walked up, but driven up multiple times past the guards there.
Okay.
Understood. We can make our own way there, I think. You don't need to get involved.
I believe that is very true. If we are looking for information, I have a couple of bar buddies who might actually know some things. You make a lot of friends in my industry.
Yeah.
Plus, drunk people tend to talk a lot.
Thankfully, somebody keeps their ears open.
I thought the Ifriti were supposed to run a tight ship here.
The Ifriti, yes, but people are stupid.
Yes, they do keep watch, but mostly over the Pin's Ward. They don't push too far beyond the gates, just to her estate from what I've seen. They watch out for each other.
Anyway, I gave him the list of addresses I needed. This is the names.
Right. He quickly starts jotting those names down.
Bayvire Vimpers. I don't know why, but that guy's definitely a vampire. Like, look at the letters in his name.
Very vampire.
Vampire-ass name.
Bay
Say no way! You could have found out I am a vampire, 5 years and past.
I am Vlad, I am not the vampire.
I am Dracula von Bloodsucker. I'm not a vampire.
I'm Coach Ferratu.
Blee.
Coach for Good reference.
That's a new movie about a Dracula teaching a youth basketball program.
Yeah.
It's an inspiring, family-friendly movie.
Where he makes the entire basketball team vampires so they can dunk better.
But only if they get B's or above on all of their exams.
The way that our skills are with basketball, we'll never make it, Coach. I have an idea! As he bites them all.
First, we must learn to count.
1!
Anyway, Van is gonna not go with you guys to check out Venus if you're doing that straight away. I don't know what. If you want to get within a mile of Venus' place to look at that, if that's still the plan.
I'm unsure as to what the plan is at this point.
I was just going to go get any information we could, really. Also, with some of those people, Celia, I might be able to find some information on them, but I don't know. I have not heard of most of them. You mind if I take note of them?
Go ahead. They all need to be dealt with.
Is there, because if I ask about all of them in the same kind of run, it might draw more unwanted attention. Is there one that you'd prefer I ask about first?
I have no preferences.
Look, I'll start at the top of this list with Nikolaus. Anyway, I'll go start looking before the night gets too young. People stop being able to reply. The drinks.
Right. Well,
I'll meet you back here in, say, 2-ish hours?
Oh boy.
Sounds good.
Alright.
Socket is EP.
EP, don't worry, we can cut out soon.
I kick Socket in the dick.
Oh!
It's like it grabs you and strangles you.
It's actually more like a caress.
A
given
gentle
that natural-
caress.
Just a caress with your foot.
I stroke your cod piece and then I leave.
What a tease.
Anyway, I'm gonna look up at Darthran. What's Wembley's full name?
Oh, Wembley's full name?
Yeah.
Wembley, son of Baetalus.
Yes.
Wembley, son of Wimble.
Do you want me to tell you?
If you've told Darthran.
If you had signed your full name, then yes. He will.
Full name. Greenhill.
Wembley.
Greenhill. Okay. Thank you. That's this. Did I introduce you to my friends yet?
Oh no, I didn't realize there was more. Right? I always eager to meet more.
Let's go.
Hell
I got
yeah!
a letter to them.
Oh, who are you sending it to?
Probably my mom.
I should probably send a letter too.
You want to write one? My friend can get it sent past the Goliaths.
Oh, I didn't realize there was one that could. If you don't mind.
Let's write one. I don't have. Oh wait, I have a whole table. I get drafted in a letter.
Festus will join you.
You get drafted into the army.
Enlisted.
No.
So the Darthran.
I need a trainer.
Oh, I can definitely find one now. What do you?
Swing big weapon harder.
Gotcha. That he will write down. Insert name of
fighting initiate feat. And specifically, I'm going for great weapon fighting, which is like a two-handed melee weapon training situation.
Oh, alright.
Sorry, I had a lot of beer the last couple days.
Maybe.
They bought me a keg, and I've been drinking it so I can be as drunk as possible on the road.
I was
Really
wondering.
taking its toll.
Friends don't let friends drive sober.
I was wondering why you seemed a little cooler than before.
You smell like an apple pie.
It's pretty nice. Alright, I'll be sure to find that. With that, he will close up his book and quickly shuffle out the door and head down the street to the Gildergap. That will be done. That will be done. And as you go to check your resources in it, go ahead and roll me investigation as well as a persuasion. You could also add an intimidation if you like.
Oh, I love intimidation, but we'll go persuasion. We'll go persuasion. Yeah, natural fucking 20.
All right, damn man, you find like the perfect crowd. As there is a number of people that you recognize.
I will re-roll that one.
Yep, once per.
Better.
Alrighty.
Yes.
Especially for the crowd that already likes you between performances and others, and the rumors that you've been able to pick up from the mill. You very quickly find out that Vina has been quite upset for the last few weeks. She is furious and has kind of locked herself up in her home for the time being. No one has seen her for multiple days now. It seems to be about 10 days that she has not been out and about. For Nicholas, it seems that he has left for one of his many estates. Others are not entirely sure yet, though there are some rumors cutting around the town that he might have gone westward. For that, one of the few locations that you could think of would probably be Swantide, or maybe one of the islands locked in the middle of the Gulf there. Much more regal and nicely kept isle that has become quite lavish, especially since the heat and fire has not been able to reach it, and many of the fishing towns have been thriving quite nicely there. But there has definitely been a large number of Duragar shuffling the streets here and there, making it not difficult for other things to be happening, but definitely has choked out other options that people had of usual skimming a couple nobles here and there, others that are even too afraid to go near the grinding gears gate. So, with that, as the information is out to set and get, when Thast is writing letters for going home, people are conducting their business and getting ready. I think this is an excellent stopping point, as I'll have to get a couple more pieces together.
Oh, where's
Is
Elwyn?
Lambley's friend dead?
That's right, I forgot. My faux pas.
No, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead.
Your friend is alive.
Boo!
The area that he had kept the bike
Boo.
has a melted, broken lock, while the doors that he's had replaced are still on his front lawn as scrap.
Oh.
But
Hmm.
they have actively the bike itself somehow actively melted through the door locks.
Hmm. Cool.
But he looks rather scared, and we could actually pick up there as he kind of looks and he's like, "You don't have the bike with you, do you?"
Isn't he on the bike?
It's just like on the street outside his house. No.
Come inside and get away from that thing.
Alright, come inside.
And we'll leave off there as he will go to give exposition on the bike of what he found out.
Nice.
That bike seemed like an elder devil that likes
Oh no.
it likes to ride hard and fast, so it became a bike.
Surprise.
That's
The
our
evil
shield
bike
of the
is
hidden
evil.
lore right there.
I'm a pit fiend, but I'm also a thrill seeker. Ride me.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm a bit of a weirdo by like devil standards. Ride me. Climb on.
Deals were made, things are shaking and moving. You found out that Vina is infuriated, though still blustering her hands, and Nicholas has gone full, I'm out of here, fuck you guys.
I appreciate his cowardice, because if he wasn't such a pussy, I was just gonna go kill him tonight.
That's fair. As for the other people that you've known of, Calro didn't seem really scared, but continued his mining industries. That is where we will leave off here.
Leave running, Josh.
I need to know what's the ghost bike? How do I destroy it?
What is the ghost bike? What does it do? Why did it
You
melt
must
the
cast
locks?
it into the fires.
I
that
thought my
created
magic
it.
key was the One Ring, but it's this bike. The bike is the thing I must cast.
Hit
into
it
the
with
fire.
your sword. It's not that hard.
Sauron, but he's a fucking transformer.
Sorry,
Oh.
I can come and smash it for you if you want.
Hell yeah.
Okay,
Alright, well,
Do it.
thanks for starting, Josh. I'm gonna head to bed if we're ending.
The ghost bike regenerates. I think
Good
if it
night,
was
everybody.
easier to smash, it would be
Bye-bye.
smashed already.
Good night, everybody.
Goodbye, fellas that are going to bed.
You should go get some rest, old man.
I
Your
am
back
in
must be killing you.
pain.
Yeah.
Right. To be hitting everybody up throughout the week with goodies.
That sounds lovely, sounds lovely, sounds lovely.